Yep. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Welcome to Monroeville, Pennsylvania. We have a big time 5A matchup. Gateway Gators versus Woodland Hills.
Testing 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Live from Anti-Marino Stadium on the campus of Gateway for tonight's Roxamore Sports Network action.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
And welcome everyone to live Roxamore Sports Network coverage of the football division as we'll see the Woodland Hills Wolverines take on the again everyone. I'm Craig Thomas, glad to be with you here for your football this Friday night.
Football here, Monroeville, Pennsylvania, 5A Big East matchup here, backyard throwback rivalry between Gateway and Woodland Hills. These two schools are separated by 7.9 miles, so it should be a great matchup. Both of these are historically storied programs that have a great tradition, and we look forward to it.
And yes, we could possibly see two offenses explode here tonight. As you know, Woodland Hills last week, they actually put on their best offensive performance with 5 touchdowns from Deshaun Pringle in perhaps, again, one of their best games this season as they won 37-21 over Franklin Regional. Angelo Reddick ran and caught a touchdown, and Deontay Williams and Lewis Callaway had 2 touchdown catches each. After going down 14-6 in the second quarter, the Wolverines outscored the Panthers 31-7.
So that was a great offensive explosion for the Wolverines. They did a great job. Mr. Pringle came out large. I was trying to figure out a nickname for him, and the best thing I could come up with is the Tank Pringle, because he was unstoppable. He threw the ball well. He was able to get away, got out in the open field, ran over a couple people, but he did a great job distributing the ball to his teammates. So we'll see tonight. They'll be a little bit shorthanded as they have a couple players out. Angelo Reddick is out, along with Frankie Keys, and we'll see what impact that has. As you stated, Angelo Reddick had 2 touchdowns last week, but he had great impact in the entire game as he made big plays on defense as well.
Yes, but they do get back one player. John Edmondson, the defensive end wide receiver for the Wolverines, he'll be back in the lineup. And when you look back to that game against Penn Trafford, he was one of Deshaun Pringle's first completions in that game. And so it's going to be interesting to see, because it seemed that he went to Edmondson a lot in that game against Penn Trafford. But, of course, with him out last week, he had to spread the wealth around. And, of course, it doesn't get much wealthier than the Wolverines' playmakers.
Absolutely. So we'll see what Coach Tim Boster draws up tonight, what his game plan is to slow down this Gator defense and score points. It's going to be important. Keys to success. T&P, Thomas and Polk, Roxamore, keys to success for Woodland Hills. First of all, Woodland Hills is going to have to score points, get off to a fast start once again against this Gateway Gator team. Also, they are going to have to win the turnover battle, protect the ball. And one last thing is big for the Wolverines. They're going to have to win the special team game. They're going to have to get points in the special teams. Extra point is going to loom big as it has all season for the Wolverines.
And meanwhile, for the Gators, their keys is to, well, get back on track offensively. They lost 15-10 against Penn Trafford in the battle of the Victory Bell. And, well, they only scored 1 touchdown and had an extra point, but 1 touchdown and two field goals. 1 touchdown, 1 field goal, another touchdown for Penn Trafford, and 2 field goals there. So the key is to get their offense back on track. And when you look at their quarterback situation with Brad Birch, who's been one of the best quarterbacks out there in 5A and really all of WPIAL, you have to make sure that, at least for the Gators, they have to get him going. In Gateway's 4 wins, Birch has thrown for 1,087 yards. In the Gators' 3 losses, Birch only threw for 467. He had 103 in the first half against Penn Trafford, and then he could only muster 20 in the second.
So we don't want to leave out one important X factor for the Wolverines, and that is Deontay Williams, who started the season off at quarterback, but has since been moved to a wide receiver. Has moved around, plays a little bit of running back, and he now goes by the situation. Well, so we will see what the situation does tonight, if he has an impact and leaves an imprint on this game. But, you know, it would be remiss with us if we did not mention that young man, because he can have a great impact on the game tonight.
Absolutely. In terms of the rushing attack for the Wolverines, it's really been a 3-headed monster for them with Williams, Brandon Jones, and Eris Siebels. And between the 3 of them, they have 884 rushing yards out of the team's 1,045.
So we are We're definitely in for a treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. You should have a great matchup here. 5A Western Pennsylvania football matchup, Big East.
And before we go, partner, we want to let you know what the standings are in the 5A Big East. In first place, you have Penn Trafford at 5-2, Gateway at 4-3, Latrobe at 3-4, Woodland Hills is 2-5, Franklin Regional is 2-5, and then you have Connellsville in the rear at 0-7. So we'll see if the Wolverines can get back into that second place spot. That was the talk during the post-game speech from head coach Tim Bossert, that one win, they're in second place, and really all that talk about the 5-game losing streak goes right away. And so we'll talk more about that as it's almost time for game time on the Roxamore Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the Lord the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is with it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games till a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, yeah.
Almost underway here as we'll see the Gateway Gators take on the Woodland Hills Wolverines. It's going to be another conference battle for these two teams. As always, last year's game was, of course, another thriller in this rivalry. Last year, Gateway defeated Woodland Hills 21-16. Down, and he caught 4 passes. Backup quarterback. They actually had him out there for 125 yards. Of course, Birch, one of the best
some big plays. Once again, like you said, to Tariq Scipio, made some big plays, got him the ball. Tariq Scipio is right now at West Virginia playing. Young man is contributing down there in Morgantown. We're looking for great things out of that young man, but a great matchup. It's good to see these teams playing once again. Backyard rivalry restored. This Big East, these teams in neighboring towns playing against each other for bragging rights and being able to go around the community, see each other, talk to each other, give them a little wolf tickets, and have a good time about playing against each other and who can beat who. So it should be a great matchup, a great tradition for football here.
Yes, sir. Just learning more about this Woodland Hills team and this Gateway team as well, as it's just been great to see how passionate these teams are out here. And it should be an exciting night. So one thing to look out for this game is that Deontay Williams, the 12th leading rusher in 5A, Brandon Jones right behind him with one less yard for the 13th leading rusher in 5A. They'll be big tonight.
So Hills win. Gateway receives and we for kickoff, and we're off here. Deep ball taken at about the goal line, and it's about out up the sideline. Has a lane, cuts back across the field, and he's in the open field. He goes to the corner, and he is dragged down by number 11, Lewis Calloway. Made the tackle there. That was a great.
Yeah, that was a great job there. It looked like he had a leg able to stop him just as he got out to near midfield.
Gators will be starting out with great here at the 40, about the 45. They're black and gold. Once again, add a 15-yard penalty on. First drive. Bergeron back at running at quarterback, and it looks like we have another penalty on the play. Face mask that's going to go against the Wolverine. So that's a personal foul, face mask on number 17 for the Wolverines, Jason Lewis. That young man made some big plays last week, so we'll see if he can redeem himself for that. First down, first play. That's a first and 10. Option.
Yeah, you have to also look out for Birch with his legs. It's a weapon to look out for. Option running back for Gateway, and that's Jaquan Reynolds. Really did a great job of staying in between the quarterback for the pitch there, and that little bit of hesitation can be all you need.
Left side, looks like that goes to number 2. It looks like Jaquan Reynolds on the carry. It was an option, but they did gain about 5.5 yards on that first play. So that brings up a big third. Marines. Birch with the fake, under heavy pressure, throws a screen. Receiver, the head. Reynolds for the first.
Yeah, he managed to make that screenplay there as he managed to make a few Wolverines miss.
So down for the Gators. huddle right now as they muddle around the line of scrimmage, get set for this first down.
Wasn't turned off.
Fakes the ball, keeps it, goes over the right side, and has a little daylight. And he gets we have a late penalty. Yeah, that might be.
Yeah, that's on there, and you do not want to take those penalties. So we'll see what we can do. Backed up for a 1st and goal.
So once again, the Gators are up. Get the ball down to about the goal line. Not sure if the ball came out. You heard some players calling out ball, but not sure what happened. We'll get it sorted out here.
Yeah, it looks like the referee had his hand up. That means it's short. So nice play by Deontay Williams there as he managed to swarm him right up to the middle.
So that brings up 2nd down and goal for the Gators as they're driving on their first possession, aided by several penalties, moving the ball right down the field on the Wolverines. We'll see if the Wolverines can come up with a big stop here. Handoff up the middle, big stop for a loss there by a host of Wolverine defensive players there. Great defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Great defense. Two Wolverines there.
So we'll see what the Gators draw up here on a 3rd down and about to go. 3rd down and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Lee Anthony Snip was on that last stop.
With the head, the middle, he drops the ball. He's in trouble. He's being chased by some Wolverines, and he's tripped up.
Yeah, that's great defensive pursuit by the Wolverines, especially when that ball hit on the ground, because really it looked like a swipe at his legs at the last second was the difference between Birch potentially running right to the left corner and scoring there.
So that brings up 4th down, and the Gators come in with their field goal unit and attempt to get 3 out of this first drive that started out looking very promising, but the Wolverines managed to come up with a stop.
Yeah, that's a great defensive stop by the Wolverines as Cole Plaskin hits that one through and makes it 3-0 Gators.
Check 1 2.
So that's a great opening drive by the Gators and a great defense by the Wolverines to come up with a stop to hold them to only 3 points.
Yeah, and especially with the penalty situation after the kickoff, the Wolverines are going to have to tighten up in that situation, or else, because Gateway, if they get opportunities like that, they will score on them.
Absolutely. So we'll see who can come out, make some adjustments early. A couple personal foul penalties. Blood is probably running high here between these two backyard rivalries. You got Woodland Hills and Gateway, once again, separated by only 7.9. This is a very rich tradition. Goes back to 1987. I remember playing in this game, partner, and there were 13,000 fans at the Wolverine, standing room only, as we played Gateway Gators in the inaugural year of the one high school of Woodland Hills Senior High School. It was a great environment, great atmosphere. There were several players on both teams that went to college and played Division I, and some that went on to play NFL football. So this is a great football matchup here in Western Pennsylvania.
I couldn't agree more.
And the kicker looks like it's taken by Jones at about the 10-yard line. He's up the left side, tries to get to the corner, and he gets around the corner, breaks a couple tackles, makes a couple people miss, and gets up the sideline to about the 22-yard line. Great young by Brandon Jones.
Yeah, he had to almost catch it like it was an actual pass at around the left side, then reversed his field all the way to the right.
Brandon Jones gets up the sideline. He runs about 30 yards.
Woodland Hills at their own 20.
My Wi-Fi's on. Right.
It's a Wolverine huddle. We'll see what they come out with. And it looks like Mr. Pringle is in it. quarterback here. Comes out with a 4-wide receiver set. Fakes the handoff, throws the ball over the middle, complete.
Clinton.
Opening up the play. So that's a first down and 10 for the Wolverines.
At the Woodland Hills 30.
Up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice job on the RPO by Pringle there, reading the defense and managing to complete it to Edmondson in stride.
Pringle comes out, shotgun, hands the ball. Looks like their receiver is somewhere here. Two-wide receiver set, second down to both sides, and they run the ball off tackle. Gain of about 2 yards. For the Wolverine offense, to stay ahead of the chains.
Good on their first drives the last few weeks, almost mirroring the Steelers in a way with that.
Looks like the Wolverines come out shotgun, a little bit of motion into trips. Looks like deep pass there.
Yeah, and that one was going to Cowell.
So third down for the Wolverines, third down and 8. It looks like great pass by Pringle. Needs to put a little bit more air under it and let his receiver run to it, and he might have something big on that play.
Yeah, you know how Callaway gets down that 99-yard touchdown with Williams at quarterback, week 0. He's the burner on Woodland Hills, and that time just a little too far for him.
So we'll see if Coach Bosser is able to get Deontay Williams involved here. Wolverines come out with trips to the right. Pringle looks right, looks left. He's fakes the ball, and he is sacked. So it looks like a coverage sack. Great defense by the Gators.
Yeah, that was just a little bit too much time in the pocket, staying back. Pringle tried to step up, and it was just a little bit too late in that situation. He steps up a little bit earlier, maybe he could take off and run in that situation.
So that's going to bring up fourth down and about 12 yards to go for the Wolverines as their opening drive looked promising starting as they start out with a first down, and it stalls here at about the 30-yard line. So they're going to punt the ball away. Deontay Williams is back to punt. And he gets rushed, gets the ball away, and it's taken and bobbled at about the 30-yard line, makes a couple people miss, gets upfield to about the 45-yard line. Birch on a return.
Yeah, Brett Birch there able to make a few misses up there and get up the field. But really, that little bit of a situation with the ball early on caused by this situation really affected his run on that run back.
So once again, the Gators will take over at the 45-yard line with excellent field position as they are leading the 5:36 left to go here in the first quarter, live on Roxamore Sports Network Friday night under the lights. Craig Thomas along with Ty Polk. It's a great night for football, great weather here in western Pennsylvania. Maybe about in the 70s right now, 78 degrees, low humidity, very beautiful night for football. Handoff over the right side, makes a couple people miss, breaks a couple tackles, and gets ahead for a first down by Reynolds. Great run by that young man.
Yeah, that's the type of run you want on first down. It's the inside give off, it bounces off to the right, and really that was more speed than anything else there as a nice tackle by Woodland Hills there probably saves a little bit more run.
Sharing that mic. Keep that time updated for me.
So we're going to go ahead here. It's a first down and 10 for the for the Gators here on about the Woodland Hills 43-yard line. Handoff over the right side, makes a couple people miss. He's up the sideline, breaks some more tackles. So that's 2 carries in a row for Mr. Reynolds and 2 first downs.
Yeah, they have to really look out for Reynolds as well. He's, again, the passing attack for Gateway is the known factor, but Reynolds is a guy that still can get out there and hurt you if you're not careful. This guy has over 300 yards this season. And actually, whenever I'm taking a look at the tape right here, 274, almost 300 in receiving, 375 in rushing, and 4 total touchdowns.
Fakes the ball over the middle, completes the pass ahead, a slant, gets it down. Birch completes the pass to Bahi down to about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and that's another weapon for Gateway. Patrick Body Jr., he's going to Cincinnati. And again, you have to look out for Dallas Harper, who actually leads the receivers in touchdowns with 6. And then you have to deal with Body with 4. And then, of course, Bradley Birch's brother, Brett, a wide receiver on his team himself.
So Birch hands the ball off up the middle and ahead for Mays goes over left tackle for a gain of about 5 yards on that play.
Nice job there on that run. Just picking up early yardage there on first down. Nice cloud of dust there for 4.
So it looks like the Wolverines are going to have to make some adjustments to slow down this Gator offense as they are humming on all cylinders. Birch fakes the ball, hands it off over the right side, and the Wolverines come up with a big play on defense there.
That's a great play by Jason Lewis there as he managed to stop him cold in the backfield and really just look down at him saying like it's all night.
Anytime number 17 does something great, we want to expound upon him a little bit more. That's the kid going somewhere.
So great play there by Jason Lewis as he atoned for that earlier penalty he had for unsportsmanlike conduct. So great play there, tackle for loss, which pushes the Gators back, and it makes it a 3rd down and about 12 yards to go for the Gators. Birch fakes the ball, has a receiver wide open, but it looks like it's just a little bit wide. Pass is off the fingertips of the receiver and out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, that's just a little bit too far away there. Has to get closer to his grasp in that situation. As I take a look up there, Birch was pressured a little bit, and I think that kind of forced the throw a little bit high up the ladder.
So it looks like the Gators are going to leave their offense out there on 4th down. Birch is at quarterback, shotgun formation. Not sure that they're going to snap the ball. 2 minutes and 59 seconds left here on the clock, ahead by 3. I'm not sure why they would go for it here. But it looks like we have a timeout on the field as Gateway has called their first timeout.
Yeah, I think that was more of a situation trying to get back on the same page after that play as Birch, the running backs in the backfield for Gateway, were looking at the sideline like, what do you want to call here? And I think they just couldn't understand the signal from the coaches on the sideline. And this game is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. And check out the Season 2 reunion of The Rock Comedy Show tonight at 9 p.m. on Roxamore Media and Entertainment YouTube, The Rock Comedy Show Facebook page, Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Fire TV. And the season may be over, but the fun doesn't stop there. Come see The Rock Comedy Show All-Stars live on October 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20 and at the doors $25. Call 412-378-8271 to place your advance tickets.
And the Gators attempt a kick from out about the 24-yard line. The kick is down and up. 34-yard kick, and it is good to put the Gators up 6-0 here early in this 5A Big East matchup here and I think this is a great stadium. If you looked around, partner, you see how beautiful this stadium is, this facility.
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
Facility here.
Everyone in Anti-Marino Stadium is all on one side right here, but you can also look over to the right, see the band, and of course we're up in this beautiful press box right now as we get the opportunity to see open out here live at Gateway, and it's a beautiful stadium.
Absolutely. So once again, Anti-Marino Stadium, and this stadium is named after their longest standing coach, and so the stadium was named after him, and this is a beautiful facility, and the Gators lead the Wolverines 6-0. So the Wolverines are fortunate to still be in this game, and we'll see what answers they can come up with here as we are just about set for the kickoff here. Ball is taken up the right side. Looks like Deontay Williams stutter steps, gets upfield. It's a flag on the play. He has a lot of daylight in front of him, but it looks like this one is going to come back as Deontay Williams takes that over the left side, over into Gator Field, and runs out of bounds.
And that's just a crying shame that this is coming back possibly in that situation, because really that was just a beautiful return by Williams.
And actually, it looks like the referee that threw the flag was on the opposite side of the return, so I'm not sure that the person that committed the offense would even have had an impact on the return. And it's unfortunate. The Wolverines are going to be starting out deep in their own territory. So it looks like number 15.
It might have meant Austin Wells there, but number 15 is Angelo Reddix by that number. So we'll hope to get a clarification there, because Reddix was ruled out, as I talked to head coach Tim Bossert earlier today.
So once again, Wolverines come out. Pringle is under center. They come out with trips to the left, and we have a stoppage in play for a moment while the referees sort this one out. So once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us Friday night under the lights here on Roxamore Sports Network. We'd like to take a time to thank our boss and CEO, Leon Rockymore, as today is National Bosses Day. It's a pleasure working for you, sir. Great to be a part of your organization, and congratulations, too, on 15 years in business. 15 years. Thanks for having such a great vision, and we appreciate you. It's a pleasure to be here with you. So we are just about set for a play here. Pringle is under center. Takes the ball, hands the ball off over the left side. It looks like Siebels gets ahead for a gain of about 4 yards. That was Jones on the carry.
Yeah, and that's really just a staple for Brandon Jones. Just put him in, plug him right up the middle, and go right at any defense there. Nice start for this drive. 2nd and 5. Well, actually, they say 2nd and 7 now. Excuse me.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. That's maybe a very short 7 or a long 5. I'm not sure which one it is, but nonetheless, the Wolverines are set. They have 2 wide receivers stacked. Hand the ball off up the middle. He has a little open daylight, gets the ball up into the secondary. Jones gets ahead for a gain and a first down on the carry. Great play by the Wolverines.
Yep, absolutely. A great play by Jones there, as that's exactly what he does.
So the Wolverines ahead on their second possession here. They are on the move here as they get their first down. And Pringle is at the helm at quarterback, flanked by Jones to his left. 4 wide receivers, fakes the ball under pressure. Pringle moves, tosses it ahead to Jones, and he's taken down for a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's not what the Wolverines want to do in that situation. That looks like the doldrums of a few weeks ago, in which they weren't able to really move out there.
Yeah, but it looked like Pringle had a little bit of pressure up the middle, had to get out of the pocket, just tried to get the ball ahead to his outlet. So it was a great effort, playing football and trying to make something happen, but just didn't benefit the Wolverines on that particular play. So they come out with a 2nd down and about 12. Trips to the left, hands the ball off over the left side for no gain to Jones.
Yeah, just stymied by the Gator defense there. That defensive line, they run a 3-4. So again, it's just linebackers and big defensive linemen plugging those holes. Wolverines going to have to find another way to attack them.
Yeah, that 3-4 defense leaves some alleys there. If you can get up on that second level and get up on the linebackers, you have an opportunity to break for some big plays there. But we'll see what the Wolverines draw up here. Pringle's at quarterback, has 2 wide receivers left. Jones to his left, gets the ball back, looks, surveys the field, gets out of the pocket, over the left side, throws the ball, has a receiver wide open, down the left sideline. It looks like he will go all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Lewis Callaway on the touchdown going all the way, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered right there. They're never out of it with Pringle as he stepped up in the pocket, and he was able to make that play there. And Callaway, he missed that long bomb earlier. He did not miss this time.
Hey, that was an excellent throw by Mr. Pringle as he showed a little bit of elusiveness, gets out of the pocket, throws the ball up on the move to his receiver, catches him in stride. Mr. Callaway takes it to the house. Mr. Callaway's neighborhood. Touchdown. Williams is holding for Diafuka for the extra point, and this is critical for the Wolverines here as they can take the lead and go up 7-6.
Can't leave points off the board here.
Kick is down and up. Great job for the Wolverines. Great special teams play for the Wolverines. End of the first quarter with the Wolverines leading the Gators 7-6.
Yeah, wow. And just when you thought it would look like it was going to go down by 6 to end this first quarter, the Wolverines come out of nowhere and with a touchdown there to take the lead.
Yeah, it's excellent to see Jashawn Pringle shows his mobility as he gets out of the pocket, rolls to the left, throws a strike, puts a dime on Callaway on the move up the sideline, playing a touchdown.
Yeah, that's just classic Pringle in that situation. He felt the pressure from the right, so he goes to the left. He managed to run up a little bit, got a bit of a running start there, and just sling that one right to Callaway. That's really what he was doing last week against Franklin Regional. He has to feel that pressure, and really for the Wolverines, all they have to do in that situation is just stay in front of their man and not hold, and that's why Pringle can make those plays. That's a great job by the Wolverines offensive line in that situation, not ruining a great play.
So Diafuka will be the kickoff man. Great to see that young man out there kicking the ball for the Wolverines as he's was a soccer player, and he's still a soccer player for the Wolverines soccer team, and he's out here double duty doing extra points and kickoffs for the football team, and he came through big on that one. Deontay Williams, I guess he would be considered the number 2 quarterback now as he held the extra point, and they got it down and up for the 1-point lead here in Monroeville at Antamarido Stadium here, Monroeville, PA, Woodland Hills over the Gators 7-6, and we are set for kickoff here, sir. In for a good one here, partner.
Yep, let's start the second quarter.
Ball's taken at about the 10-yard line by number 21, Noah Hutchison. No, that is number 21, Kenny Lewis, for the Gators. Gets the ball up across the 30-yard line to about the 31-yard line, where the Gators will take over for their third possession here. And we'll see if the Wolverines can slow down this Gator offense.
Yeah, and so far they've been able to bend and not break in this situation. That really will be the key for this Wolverine defense. They got the speed to match up with the Gators. It's just not putting themselves in situations like that.
So the Gators come out, shotgun formation, throw a bubble screen, and it looks like he's pursued well by a host of Wolverines, taken down for a loss of about 1 yard on a play. So great defense by the Wolverines in that play.
Yeah, that's how you pop a bubble right there. Body had the catch, and he was looking upfield, and then he just seen a host of turquoise helmets coming in on him. Great play by the Wolverine defense.
So the Gators come out with a bunch to the left, trips, throw the ball, quick screen, and he's up the sideline and ahead for a first down.
Yeah, that's the 6th touchdown man for the Gators right there, Dallas Harper. And they just really decided, fine, if it gets stopped on the right side, we'll go to the left side in that situation. Wolverines have to keep their heads on a swivel.
Absolutely. Gators hand the ball off up the middle again to their workhorse. Reynolds over left guard, who's ahead for a gain of about maybe 4 yards on the play. Good stop by Edmondson there for the Wolverines. So partner, so far we've seen some pretty good football here. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 for the Gators. Handoff up the middle, and it's blown up. And the quarterback pulls the ball up and goes up the sideline. Birch keeps the ball, pulls it out. Looked like that play was blown up in the backfield there.
Yeah, that's the pitfalls of a read option sometimes right there. If you don't make that correct read, then you run right into people. But Birch was able to make something out of nothing there, bounce off to the left, and managed to get upfield. Nice little gain of 8.
So that brings up a 3rd down and 2. It looks like the Wolverines come with a little pressure. Birch keeps the ball up the left sideline, and he's ahead for a 1st down. Fakes the ball to Reynolds over the left side, and he gets ahead for the 1st down for the Gators.
Yeah, this time he made the correct read in that situation, and he had to avoid one of his Gators on that left side there and managed to step on out of bounds there. Nice play by Birch.
So the Wolverines are going to have to go back to assignment football here and defend this option. Someone has to tackle the running back, and someone has to have accountability for the quarterback, and the Wolverines will be able to get out of there with a big play. Pass over the right side, has his receiver up the sideline. He fumbles the ball forward and out of bounds.
Rebby Bowes on that catch. That's what you also have to look out for the tight end as well in this offense. Just an embarrassment of riches for Gateway.
Absolutely. They have a very prolific passing attack along with a good running game as well. And the Wolverines are going to have to do something to slow down this offense, as the Gators have been clicking on all cylinders here, but unable to get the ball ahead for touchdown, as they had 2 drives stall in the red zone here in the 1st quarter.
And Woodland Hills had to take a timeout in that situation after just trying to get their defense together. But this game is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment.
So basically, so far, what have you seen out of both teams, partner? Anything you like out of both teams?
Well, right now I've just seen that both teams are kind of taking what they're getting this side, at least with Gateway right now offensively. Woodland Hills went for the whole tamale to end the 1st quarter, and that's been the difference. And the Wolverines, I guess they've now moved into a quick strike offense after, for a few weeks, they really just had no responses at times.
So we'll see what the Wolverines draw up here against the Gators. Come out with trips to the left, hand the ball over the right side to their workhorse once again, who's taken down Reynolds. Jaquan Reynolds goes up the sideline for a gain of about 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, and he had to get run over by John Edmondson on that play. Really, Reynolds looked up, and here comes the big freight train wearing number 3 for Woodland Hills. That'll wake you up in the morning.
The Gators are on the move as they are deep in Woodland Hills territory. Birch fakes the ball, hands the ball to Reynolds, going up the middle, and he gets ahead for a gain of about 1 yard. That's going to be up 3rd down and 1 yard to go for the Gators.
Yeah, now on 2 consecutive plays, the Wolverines just submarining themselves into the running back Reynolds for Gateway. You gotta like where their head's at so far. See if they can get another big stop.
So Birch is in the shotgun, hands the ball off up the middle. Reynolds, and he gets ahead for a 1st down, taking it down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Gators.
Well, eventually you knew he was gonna get forward there, and now the Wolverines 2 times in the red zone have managed to stand up Gateway. Do they have another in them?
Birch at quarterback, hands the ball off over the middle, keeps it, goes over the left side, being pursued by the Wolverines, and he gets ahead, maybe possibly for a gain of 1 yard, but great pursuit by the Wolverines to get Birch down without a minimal gain on that play.
Yeah, it seems like they just had it ready to look for him on that situation as Birch bounced left and then come 2 Wolverines with him. That's great pursuit again by the Wolverines. They've been seeing these run plays. It's just that sometimes Gateway's been able to scheme them up into a couple situations where they can get 1st downs.
So that brings up a 2nd down for the Gators. Goal to go. Birch fakes the ball, throws it into the end zone, and it's intended receiver, nobody home, pass incomplete. That's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Gators.
Yeah, it looked like a goal line fade in that situation, and the fade wasn't applied there in that situation. Nice job by the Wolverines defense right there. That's just the way they set up defensively, making that play in that situation.
So we are in for a chess match right here. We'll see what the Gators draw up, and we'll see what the Wolverines can do to defend it here. Third down and goal to go. Birch in the shotgun. Under pressure, throws the ball over the right side to his receiver. Nobody home. Little swing pass. Reynolds takes it in for a touchdown for the Gators.
Yeah, that's just a quick passing game right now for Gateway. Getting Reynolds on the swing pass there, and he just did the rest of the work there. An easy touchdown in that situation.
Yeah, that was a great play call by the Gators, as they knew the Wolverines would be kicking back their leg coming full speed. They let the defenders go, got the ball to Reynolds over the left side, and he gets it in for a touchdown. The extra point is down, up, and good, and the Gators take the lead here. Monroeville, Antamarino Stadium, Gateway 13, Woodland Hills 7.
Really, right now, you have to imagine the Wolverines at least 3 times in the red zone. Eventually, you're going to get that opportunity in there in the end zone right there. So now, this game is also sponsored by The Rock Comedy Show. Check out the Season 2 reunion of The Rock Comedy Show tonight at 9 p.m. on Roxamore Media and Entertainment YouTube, The Rock Comedy Show Facebook page, Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Fire TV. And the season may be over, but the fun doesn't stop there. See The Rock Comedy Show All-Stars Live October 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20, at the door $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets.
So we are back, just about set for kickoff with 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. The Woodland Hills Wolverines trailing the Gateway Gators here. 5A Big East matchup, backyard rivalry, Western Pennsylvania football. Ball is taken at about the 4-yard line by Jones. Up the sideline, makes a person miss, gets ahead to about the 16-yard line where the Wolverines will take over for play.
Nice job on the kick return, taking that one deep and getting up to around the 20-yard line.
So Wolverines offense will come out here after they scored on their last possession. A big-time pass play from Jashawn Pringle. Jashawn the Tank Pringle. Big fella, showed his mobility, gets outside the pocket and throws a dime to his receiver up the sideline. And we'll see what the Wolverines have in store for this series. They come out with trips to the left, hand the ball off up the middle, and look like Siebels has daylight. He's on the sideline, makes a couple people miss, gets upfield for a first down for the Wolverines.
And Siebels was one move away from breaking it right up the middle there. That one going off tackle. Just a great read and recognition by Pringle and Siebels, though it looks like it was designed as he managed to cut inside on a few Gators there.
Yeah, Siebels got up to the second and third level, just needed to make one more person miss, and he would have been off and running to the house. But Wolverines are on the move with 1st and 10 on about the 36-yard line. Handoff up the middle. It looks like makes a couple people miss. Brandon Jones on the ball carry. Over the left side, gets ahead for a short gain.
Yeah, that was just a bunch of bouncing around there by Jones. Managed to get back to the line of scrimmage and actually gain one in that situation. It looked like the Gators had him stopped, but that was a nice job of making something out of nothing by Jones.
So once again, the Wolverines up at about the 37-yard line, second down, trips to the field here. Pringle on the shotgun, flanked by Jones. Snap, he looks to his left, takes off, makes a couple people miss, gets the ball ahead for a gain of about 2 or 3 yards as Pringle was under some pressure there. Didn't have a lot of time in the pocket there.
Yeah, but that's one thing. You call him the tank. He's an Abrams tank with a Ferrari engine at times there, as he's managed to make a nice few moves to get up into the line there. Managed to gain 2.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Wolverines here. Big play as they are trailing, find themselves in a hole by 6 points here. 6 minutes and about 42 seconds left to go here in the second quarter from Gateway High School here in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. 5A, Western PA football matchup. Powerhouse backyard rivalry. Pringle in the shotgun, fakes the ball, has a receiver wide open, throws it ahead. It's a first down. McClinton on the reception. Great pass by Pringle and great reception by McClinton.
Yeah, and really it's out of the shotgun doubles formation, and that's what Pringle used a lot in 7-on-7 football. That formation right there, it's its bread and butter, and really on the quick slant there, a nice job by McClinton.
So the Wolverines pick up a first down there on a 3rd down and long. 1st and 10 at about the 49-yard line. They come out with 2 wide receivers left and 2 wide receivers right. Pringle's in the shotgun, flanked by Siebels. Little pass, has his receiver once again. If Pringle could have got that ball out there to Deontay Williams, he might have been running, taking that one to the house. The situation may have had a bigger impact on that on this game with that play if Pringle could have got the ball out a little bit further ahead of him.
Yeah, but regardless, it was actually almost a little bit behind him. Great stick-to-itiveness by Williams there. That's quarterback's intuition right there. He was just able to just search himself right underneath the ball and save it from hitting the turf. Nice job again.
Right, great adjustment by Deontay Williams. Pringle hands the ball off up the middle to Siebels over the right side, gets ahead for a gain of about 7. But once again on that last play, Deontay Williams made a great adjustment to that ball and was able to get it ahead and get the first down for the Wolverines. And the Wolverines are on the march here as they are trying to go ahead to take the lead back.
And you just got to love this new Wolverines offense. And right now you got a feeling once upon a time, 13 was really the mark to beat the Wolverines. Now that is not the case. This is a great moving offense right now.
Hands the ball off to Siebels over the right side, ahead for a gain of about 1. Had a little bit of motion there from Deontay Williams. We'll see if the Wolverines come back to that and get a jet sweep off of that play and get Deontay Williams the ball coming around the corner and getting the ball in open field.
Yeah, sometimes in that situation, it's just showing that you can, putting that little bit of doubt into the defense that Williams adds it, or is it Siebels, is it Jones? That's all the difference one time for breaking it right out the middle and having another 6 points on the board.
So that brings up a 3rd down and 4 for the Wolverines. Hands the ball off up the middle to Siebels, and he falls ahead for a gain of about 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, it looked like he was cut down by one of the Gators there in that situation. You take a look up on the board, and yeah, it seems like one went for the feet, one went for the body in that situation.
So we'll see what Coach Bosser draws up here for the Wolverines. 4th down. Looks like he leaves his offense on the field here. This is a big play, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your feet. Hold on to your seat. Don't go away. We will see what Pringle has. Hands the ball to Deontay Williams up the sideline, and he's gone to the house, in for the touchdown as Deontay Williams celebrates and blows kisses to the crowd. Once again, we just asked for that play. The jet sweep, hand the ball to Williams around the side, in for the touchdown. Great play. Great call by Coach Boston.
What I tell you in that situation, you got to let them know right now that you can do it. But again, that's set up by the great running of Woodland Hills. Siebels and Jones in situations like that. That little bit of doubt, and no, it's going to Siebels. Nope, it went to Williams. He cuts it around the left corner, and that's just speed right there as he gets to the left pylon and scores. And right now, extra point pending. Woodland Hills back in the lead possibly.
Absolutely. Great blocking by the receivers there. Callaway on that edge to get Deontay the situation for the touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Deontay Williams for blowing kisses, excessive celebration. But great play nonetheless by that young man, giving his team an opportunity to get ahead and come back and tie the game and possibly go ahead for the extra point.
Yeah, it looks like they'll enforce that on the kickoff there, so that'll allow them to have a regular extra point in that situation. Normally, they would back them up, but that's just going to make the kickoff more dangerous for the Wolverines to defend.
So Diafuca's in for the point after attempt with Deontay Williams holding. Kick is blocked, and we have a tie ball game as the Gators come up the middle with a lot of pressure, and they block that extra point.
And this last drive is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment.
So nonetheless, even the Wolverines did not get the extra point. That was a great drive as they went 84 yards to Pater to get the touchdown there. So to tie this game. So right now we are all tied here in this 5A Big East matchup, backyard rivalry. I'm Craig Thomas along with Ty Polk here live on the Roxamore Sports Network on Friday night under the lights. Great night for football here in Western Pennsylvania, partner.
Yeah, but right now for the Wolverines, their business is the kickoff return. Of course, with that penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct, that moves the ball up a little bit further back. So there's going to be a guaranteed return unless the ball goes out of bounds by Woodland Hills. So they have to look out in this situation because you don't want the double whammy. The kick was blocked. They have a little bit of momentum back even with something small like that. So have to be on high alert.
With 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go here on the clock before halftime, the Wolverines will get the ball in the second half, so they're going to have to put up a great defensive stop right now to go into halftime, either with the lead or continue to be tied here with the Gators. So Diafuca is kicking off from his 25-yard line. We'll see what kind of leg he has. He boots it deep. Ball goes down to about the 12-yard line, is fumbled, and is picked up and taken by number 21 of the Gators, Kenny Lewis on a return. Great defense by the Wolverines, stopped by Jones at about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and Jones, that's what you want in that situation after the penalties right there. Jones just stonewalled him in that situation.
That was a great kick by Diafuca. He gets all of his leg into that one.
Every little bit of it. That's what you wanted in that situation.
This is actually the worst starting field position for the Gators, and they had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that gave them what we would have thought would have been great opportunity for great field position. So Birch is in the shotgun. He's under pressure, and it looks like he escapes the pressure. We have flag on the play, gets the ball ahead, and it looks like Deontay Williams with the big tackle there, but it looks like that's coming back, partner.
Yeah, that situation, I think you'd like to have that one back for Woodland Hills in that situation. A nice evade by Birch in that situation, rolling right there. It looked like Lewis almost had him, but he just managed to swing him away in that situation.
Yeah, that was great pressure there by Lewis. You'd like to see that young man get the sack, but great pressure. So it looks like we got a holding on the Gators. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. That's going to back them up deep into their own territory. Ball is going to be spotted at about the 9-yard line. So that's going to bring up a first down. And it looks like about 18 for.
Yeah, again, that was Lewis that almost made that sack on the quarterback. I think he drew that hold there with how he was coming right at Birch.
Number 17, Jason Lewis.
Quick pass on to Reynolds as he cuts up there. Makes one move, gets up there, gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
He gets up the sideline. Reynolds takes it ahead, gains about 15, 14 yards on a play. So that's going to bring up a second down and about 4. Lewis, once again, as we are calling his name just about on every play, young man is in on every tackle out there, putting forth a great effort out there, hustling downfield to get in on that tackle.
That's one guy you have to look out there with Lewis. He plays all over the field. He was originally listed as an inside linebacker in the 4-2-5 of the Wolverines, but right now they got him playing right end, and he's just been terrorizing Birch in those situations. he's going to get to him eventually tonight.
Absolutely. Lewis is a senior there. He'd be a great asset for any program. He played tight end and linebacker. Good size for the young man, 6'1", 226 pounds. And so that's in high school. So you know when you get to the next level, they're going to put a little bit of beef on you. And he'll probably improve on his speed. But great effort by the young man, and great to see him out here putting pressure on the quarterback, hustling downfield, getting in on the tackle. So definitely would like to see this young man playing on the next level and contributing to a major program.
He's not no average Joe. That's for sure out there. He's been a difference maker in every game that he's played for the Wolverines, and they're going to need him on that right end. Well, right now he's lined up left, actually.
So it looks like the Gators in a shotgun formation. Fake the ball, throws the ball to his tight end over the middle, hits his tight end, number 32, Remy Bowes, on a reception, gets ahead for the first down.
And that quick passing game for the Gators, that's one of their bread and butters. They're going to eventually try to tee it up and go over the top right now, but they're just trying to lull the Wolverines to sleep. They have to stay alert out here. Callaway's back there as the center field safety in this situation.
Birch is in a shotgun formation, goes deep, as you called it, partner, and he has a receiver down the sideline, as you just spoke on it. Said they were lulling him to sleep, and right away, Birch goes over the top to throw the ball to his great receiver, number 4, Bodie Jr., Patrick Bodie Jr. on that one.
Yeah, that's just the curse of the commentator in some situations like that. You speak it exists, but still the Wolverines, they have another shot here in the red zone.
So first down, 10 yards to go. The Gators with the ball on about the 14-yard line, 15-yard line. Birch is up the sideline, over the right end, and gets ahead for a gain of about maybe 2 or 3 yards. Gets the ball down to about the 15-yard line. So that's second down and 8 for the Gators.
And I was just trying to split them out to the right there. There's one thing that we've seen that the Wolverines last week on these unbalanced lines, they get the weak side runs on them. That's what Franklin Regional did. I think they're trying to set that up.
So Birch keeps the ball, goes over the left side. He makes a defender miss, makes 2 defenders miss, gets ahead, just gets up to the line of scrimmage. Birch, as he looks like he's in a video game making people miss, as he eludes 3 defenders there and gets ahead to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just the human joystick right now for him. Of course, he's known as a passer, but like every quarterback nowadays, you got to have legs as well. And he keeps you on high alert at all times. That's kind of been the key word tonight, high alert. But that's what the Wolverines had to in every situation. Yeah. Gateway just has too many weapons out there at times.
Yeah, that was a great job by Bradley Birch, quarterback for the Gators there. In the shotgun formation, looks over the left side, has a receiver, back shoulder throw to his receiver, complete. Ball down at about the 2-yard line, going to be a first and goal for the Gators.
Yeah, in that situation, that's just an out to the sideline. Sometimes you just can't really do much about that. That ball floated up forever. Oh, the ball's out.
Ball's out. The Wolverines pick it up, and it looks like he may go all the way. He's in a foot race, ladies and gentlemen, and he's taken down at about the 27-yard line. Birch fumbles the ball, as there was some great pressure on the Wolverines down there on the goal line, and they turn the Gators away with 58.1 seconds left to go here, ladies and gentlemen. In the second quarter, the Wolverines are in business and with an opportunity to go ahead.
Yeah, right now you have a Gator down on the field, but that's just great play by Jones right there and great swarming by the Wolverines defense. What we didn't really tell you about, they've been looking to pound out that ball as well. That's really been one of their staples this season, and they got it that time, and now that's a game changer right now. As it's 13-13, the Wolverines looking to take another first-half lead.
Yeah, so looks like the Wolverines blew that play up right there on the mesh point with Brett Birch, the quarterback, with Bradley Birch, the quarterback, right there on the mesh point. and was able to get that ball loose, and Brandon Jones scoops it up, takes it ahead. It was in a foot race and got walked down by the Gators, but great play by the Wolverine defense to get the ball back to their offense with 58.1 seconds left to go on the clock, and the ball resting at about the 22-yard line for the Wolverines, going in for the go-ahead score.
Yeah, and that Gators player is still down out there on the field right now as I'm trying to use my vision right now from these binoculars to see who it is. Yeah, you don't want to see anyone hurt, especially in high school football right now. They all have bright futures in this situation. Actually, correction, it's a referee, it looks like, that's down on the play. I guess he might have gotten caught up in the whole blue after the fumble right now. Wow. That's not something you see every day.
Yeah, so hopefully that referee's he'll be okay. Got caught all up in the brouhaha, the turnover, and somehow got injured, but hopefully he will be okay as he's up. He gets a hand by the fans as he hopefully he'll be able to continue. Otherwise, they may have to continue the game short one referee. So we'll see what they do here. But right now we have a stoppage in play with a turnover on downs, with a big turnover for the Wolverines that had the Gators driving deep. They had the ball first and goal at about the 2-yard line going in for the go-ahead score.
That's the breaks you want defensively in that situation. Just a mishandle of the ball there, and a referee we're glad to see is fine right now in this situation. Everybody's got to remember, they're the most dogged-on team on the field whenever things go wrong, so it's always great to see that those guys are fine in those situations.
So hopefully they can get him off to the side. He can get him a shot of Gatorade and a little tape, and they can get him back in the game because they need him out there. I'm sure they don't travel with extra referees. So as we are just about set for play here, with 58.1 seconds left to go, the Wolverines are in a huddle. The Gators are huddled on the sideline here, and we'll see what the Wolverines draw up here. I would look to see if they might go quick strike play and try to go ahead and get ahead right now on this first play to take this lead before halftime.
Yeah, they got the weapons for it, so we'll see what they can do.
Pringle's been at the helm the whole first half. Comes out in the shotgun, trips to the left, fakes the ball, throws the ball deep, has a receiver, Deontay Williams, and he goes up for the ball, and the ball's tipped away. Deontay Williams had an opportunity to make that play. Ball was underthrown, gave him a chance to come back. Pringle gave him a chance to come back and get it. Great defense by the Gators.
Actually, I don't think that was underthrown by design, at least. That was just an opportunity for Williams to go get it, and that was the safety, Elijah Heller, that just knocked it out of his hands. Williams actually had two hands on that. That's just great defense in that situation.
Absolutely. So the Wolverines come out, second down. The clock is moving down to about 5. Pringle is out, throws the ball up, has a receiver, and he's up. Incomplete. The Gators play good defense there in the end zone. Edmondson on the play.
Yeah, again, that's just another great play by their defense in that situation.
Looks like 47.5 seconds left to go on the clock here. Brings up a third down for the Wolverines at about the 23-yard line, and we'll see what Coach Bosser draws up here for the Wolverines.
This is what football you want here. 47.5 in the half. What a great situation.
Pringle in the shotgun, fakes the ball, rolls off to his right, keeps the ball, gets up the middle, tosses the ball forward. I'm not sure he was trying to get the ball ahead to his receiver, but I'm not sure about that one, if it was an incomplete pass or stops the clock. Fourth down. They took 4 seconds off of the clock, so we'll see what they do here. I don't know if the Wolverines will go for extra point or they're going to go for it. Looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field here. It's going to be 4th down and 10 yards to go.
Yeah. Oh, it's updated fourth.
Fourth
Wow.
down. The Wolverines have
It
one
still
timeout
says third on the
left
scoreboard.
clock.
Guess it'll be a late change there. Yep, they're switching it now as the referee just alerted the timekeepers up top.
So this is great Western Pennsylvania. Great 47 seconds left on the clock here in the second quarter. All tied up. Great game. Western PA 5A Big East matchup. Jashawn Pringle back at quarterback. Looks, throws the ball. He's hit.
Oh, wow.
And it's intercepted by the defensive lineman. Pringle held the ball a little long, and it's intercepted by defensive lineman number 75,
Chris Horton.
Chris
Wow.
Horton on the play.
Wow, I mean that's just that's not what you want in that situation, but it's also what you want Pringle to do. He was trying to make a play happen, and sometimes that's just slowing down a little bit. In that situation, I know it's 4th and 10. You want to make a play there, but just I don't know what you can really do in that situation. I mean, again, it's a turnover on downs, but in that situation, there was just no one open.
Definitely want to get rid of the ball, though. Throw the ball up to the end zone, give your receiver a chance to make a play, and maybe get a penalty, interference, something like that in the end zone. It'll get you a new set of downs. But Pringle was under duress, heavy duress. His arm was hit, ball goes forward, and the Gators take over. Quarterback is back to pass, hits his receiver, number 3. He's in the open field, makes a couple people miss, gets ahead for a first down. Number 3.
Looks like Gateway's going to call a timeout in this situation, as that'll leave them with one remaining.
I thought that was number 3, Malachi Moore for the Gators, but they said it was Lindsey, so I'm not sure. But
And this timeout is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. Be sure to check out the Season 2 reunion of the Rock Comedy Show tonight at 9 p.m. on Roxamore Media and Entertainment, YouTube, Rock Comedy Show Facebook page, the Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Fire TV. The season may be over, but the fun doesn't stop there. Come see the Rock Comedy Show All-Stars live on October 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20, at the door $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets.
so the Gators are set for play here. The quarterback, Bradley Birch, is in the shotgun formation, trips to the left with a little motion, fakes the handoff, looks left, has a receiver wide open, and he gets ahead and out of bounds to number 7, Brett Birch, his brother. Birch to Birch. First down for the Gators with 24.9 seconds left to go here on the clock.
Yeah, Brett Birch, the senior, Brad Birch, the sophomore. As they stop the clock there, we apologize for that.
Birch in shotgun. Fakes the ball. Throws the ball over the left side again. Ahead to number 4 there. Body ahead for a first down, as it looks like the Gators are going to try to get some points here before halftime.
Yeah, they'll nickel and dime you all night, Gateway, if you're not careful.
So the Wolverines are going to have to be on high alert, as the Gators might try to throw one here to the end zone and get some points on the board right before halftime. Birch goes down, throws the ball, has his running back, a lot of daylight, up the sideline to number 2. Reynolds goes ahead for a first down and steps out of bounds. And it looks like at about the 22-yard line with about 15 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that's plenty of time for a passer like Birch, and that's what you see in this situation. They're just using that out of bounds as their friend.
So he comes out, shotgun, trips to the left, throws the ball to the weak sideline. Deontay Williams picks it off, goes up the sideline, runs into Birch. And so that'll do it probably for the first half with 8.3 seconds left to go. Great play by the situation as he anticipated that and jumped right in front of that pass and intercepted. Picked off one the other way.
Yeah, the situation's anticipation, stepping right in front of that play there, and that's a huge defensive play. As we're waiting for the referee's signal for the flag here, and they just said no flag.
So we'll sort it out here. It looks like the Wolverines will have the ball. Not sure what the flag was. Did not get an explanation from the referees, but nonetheless, it's a turnover for Deontay Williams. Great defense by the Wolverines with 8.3 seconds left to go. And we will see with Tim Boster, the coach for the Wolverine, draws up if he's content with going into the half with a tie.
They got to hurry up to the line.
4 seconds left on the clock. Pringle snaps the ball, fakes the ball, keeps it up over the left side, and that'll do it for first half play as we are all tied, notched 13 apiece. Big East matchup, backyard rivalry, Woodland Hills versus Gateway Gators.
Yeah, that's just a great first half by Woodland Hills, all told. Their defense survived a bunch of storms from the Gators, and their offense made the plays when applicable. That's just a great played first half by both teams there, but the Wolverines sparkling with that interception by Deontay Williams, his second of the season.
Yes, Brad Birch has been excellent for the Gators, been moving his team up and down the field, but unable to punch in and take advantage of the great field position that he had. But he was excellent in the first half of play here for the Gators as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Really, that drive all the way down into the red zone, that's credit to him in that situation, as he was able to masterfully maneuver that 2-minute offense in that situation. It's just unfortunate that it wound up in an interception for the Gators. But at least for the Wolverines in this situation, again, their defense has showed up tonight and showed out, and that's really half the battle for them as they'll look to take it back over in the second half.
Also for the Gators, Jaquan Reynolds has been big as well in the running game and the passing game. He's been an outlet for Birch, but he's definitely carried the load for the Gators with running the ball and done an excellent job as well. So it's been a great play first half, great night for football. So far the rain has held off. We had a few sprinkles earlier, but this is a great facility. Friday night under the lights, backyard rivalry. Two teams separated by 7.9 miles.
All right, so we'll take a commercial break as it's tied at 13 apiece between the Gators and the Wolverines on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Films and shotgun formation, flanked by Siebels, and we have back deep, and you have it wide open, and it looks like he's going to go all the way to the house. Tariq Scipio, big play receiver for the Wolverines.
Finally, they got the big play receiver the ball.
Early detection and treatment is key to save lives.
So back to live action. Deontay Williams rolls out and finds a receiver deep in the end zone for the touchdown with 47 seconds left.
Welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mary. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Hello, I'm Leon Roxamore, founder and CEO of Roxamore Sports, Media, and Ministries. The beginning of grief from home services, it was an epiphany moment for me. I had a relative that recently passed away during this COVID-19 epidemic. I had family members up and down the East Coast, down in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way up. The funeral was here in Pittsburgh. The funeral home wouldn't let no more than 10 people in to view the body. I said, you know what? They're not going to get an opportunity to have closure with my family member, with their family member. And so it began. I began to say, why not take what we have, what we've done with the sports network, and now open up a new department in Roxamore and make a new platform for grief for home services. It's a ministry because it's service, and we are here to serve. We want to help families be able to still attend the funeral. We will go there, stream it for you, and you'll be able to watch it in real time with the loved ones who are there. Sometimes we just don't want to be alone. And we want the families who are grieving for their loved ones to know that they're not alone, that Roxamore is in this with you. I am in this with you. we stand together to help you grieve, to help you have closure, and to help support you through these difficult times until it passes. And this too shall pass. But we will be here ready to serve you, your family, and your friends. May God be with you. May God bless you and keep you during this difficult time.
To the Roxamore Sports Network halftime show. I'm Ty Polk. And welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network halftime show. I'm Ty Polk with Craig Thomas. And it's halftime here as Woodland Hills 13, Gateway 13, as we're just scrambling around here right now trying to get these stats for you. And for Woodland Hills right now, it's been Jashawn Pringle, 5 of 10, 100 yards, 1 interception, and that 1 touchdown, a 65-yard bomb to Lewis Callaway III. And meanwhile, on the rushing attack, Brandon Jones, 4 carries for 17 yards. Eris Siebels, 5 carries for 24 yards. And Deontay Williams, 1 carry for 24 yards. That scamper was off that jet sweep. And Pringle, 3 carries for -1 yards, a total of 169 yards with 69 rushing and 100 passing.
On the opposite side of the field, the Gators have been moving the ball up and down the field, even though they haven't completed all of their drives. Birch has gone 14 for 17, 176 yards and 1 interception. Reynolds is 10 carries for 40 yards. Gateway has 68 yards rushing and 176 yards passing in the first half. So this has been a very exciting matchup, partner. They've been moving the ball up and down the field. Few penalties on the plays here, but if they can clean up the plays here, this is an exciting football game, as you have a lot of people here out to see these two backyard rivalries play tonight.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have a touchdown and an interception apiece, as Birch had a catch from Reynolds on the goal line there for 5 yards. And that's really what's been leading the scoring each way. It's just been offense that has been out there ready for the challenges on each side. And these defenses have been, well, they've been up to the task for the most part. It's just the offense have had some moments in which they were a little bit better.
Absolutely. The Gators started out with 2 field goals, as they started out with very promising drives, and they stalled in the red zone, and they ended up getting field goals out of it. And their last scoring drive went down, and they looks like Birch passed the ball to his running back out of the backfield on a swing pass, Jaquan Reynolds, and he takes it in for the touchdown to give them their total for 13 points there for the Gators.
Yeah, meanwhile, when you talk about it with this offense for Woodland Hills, just newly evolved, really, as they've have just a variety of ways to get the ball to their playmakers, and now I really think it's opened up with Deontay Williams going out into the wide receiver and sometimes a little bit playing running back, like in that jet sweep. And really, you told me I called it, and it was correct. They set up that jet sweep on the fake with a give right up the Siebels, and a couple plays later, here comes Deontay Williams scoring on a jet sweep, getting to that left pylon.
Yeah, so that was a great play design. We've seen some turnovers in the red zone here, so it's going to be a battle of attrition here. We're going to see what team comes out and makes their adjustments, and what team can protect the ball, and what team can score in the red zone here, complete these great drives, as they've been moving the ball up and down the field on each other fairly well. So it's been a very exciting matchup. Great night for football here in Western Pennsylvania, partner. Glad to be a part of it all here. And we'd like to once again thank our CEO and our boss, Leon Rockymore. Today is Boss's Day. So as you have a boss, if you are a boss, everybody wants to sit in the hot seat, but it's not easy. So we appreciate you, boss, and happy 15th anniversary of being in business.
Congratulations. That's one heck of an achievement right there, especially going through the COVID-19 pandemic where so many businesses were affected. And partner, you had a request this week actually to dress up in pink right there. And as you can see, I have the pin right here on my jacket as well, representing my aunt who had breast cancer. She beat it. Congratulations to her. And of course, it's Cancer Awareness Month, but also breast cancer awareness as well. And really, when you hear about it with the COVID-19 pandemic, cancer, of course, was really not the big thought right there. And really, it's important right now to get tested for that stuff as really with the coronavirus, that was at the forefront and not cancer. But now that everything's at least back to a somewhat normal position, of course, that's a great thing to see.
Yeah, absolutely. No one should go through cancer alone. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but we want to bring awareness to all cancer. For men to get tested if you're over 45 or 50 years old, as I've been tested already once, and I will go and get tested once again here in the near future. But very important, as I lost my grandfather to cancer, but he was a 2-time survivor as he had prostate cancer and stomach cancer. But nonetheless, it's very important to get tested, as early detection is the key to success in beating cancer. So everybody get out and get tested, do your part, get your corona vaccine if possible. Do what we can in the U.S. to stem the tide on this coronavirus. Also, we got flu season coming up. So we got a few things to deal with here, but continue to do your part as citizens of the United States. Let's be united here, as we are here on Roxamore Sports Network. Great to be a part of it all. Great to be here Friday night under the lights. Roxamore Sports, along with Ty Polk. Great job today, sir. Great to be here with you.
Absolutely. Now it's time for the TNT keys for the second half in this game. And really right now for Woodland Hills, it's your offense has brought you to the party. Continue to stay there and also have a few contributions defensively like they did toward the end of this first half. And also, by the way, on the interceptions front, of course, Deontay Williams with an interception and Horton for the Gators, a defensive tackle, the nose tackle, with an interception as well.
It's good to see the situation contributing, even though he doesn't have the ball in his hands every time. He's contributed on the offense with an end-around jet sweep touchdown, and also with a interception there as the Gators were deep in Wolverine territory with going ahead for the go-ahead score right before half, and Deontay Williams got an interception, take it back, and give his team an opportunity to get points on the board before half. So thank you again for joining us here Friday night under the lights. We are at in Gateway, Monroeville High School Stadium here with the Wolverines and the Gators tied.
Again, a great night of football here. 13-13 is our score. And also looking back, another key for the Wolverines in this game is, continue that bend but don't break defense, and then have your offense have the opportunities to take it a little bit further and get that game-breaking score.
And for the Gators, Bradley Birch is going to have to continue to drive the ball up the field, continue to make great decisions. As Brad Birch has distributed the ball well, he showed great elusiveness. He showed his ability to get outside of the pocket and get away from the defenders. But he has to complete the drives. Once he gets his team in the red zone, complete the drives, get the touchdowns, and also continue to feed his running back, Jaquan Reynolds, and also who's loomed big has been his tight end, Remy Bowes has played. Mr. Bowes has showed up, and so the Gators are going to have to alleviate the mistakes and come out and continue to put the pedal to the metal and get some points on the board in the second half if they want to get this victory over the Wolverines here at home.
5A matchup, the Wolverines looking to get into second place, and meanwhile the Gators try to stay there in second place. We'll have second half action and more on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
started limping over there to her fast, but wasn't fast enough. So I had to get her attention. I'm like, hey. She turned around, see me limping towards her. She says, oh my gosh, you've been shot. I just fell on the ground. There wasn't even nothing wrong with me.
Graduated from Ohio State Penitentiary. They got real classes in there. Anybody been in that school? No, they got real classes. Like, it's 50-year-old man in there. They was like, hey, fam, can you be quiet? I got school in the morning.
And I'm still fat. So if you watch season 1, I remained and maintained all this weight for season 2. I ate just enough fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens, mac and cheese, all that, just to maintain all of it.
Want to put a spotlight on some of these kids who could be going places, and we want to be there to help them get to the next level, whether it be Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, wherever they want to go. We want to support them and get them to the top.
We have some pretty successful and high-level bowlers that were able to gain exposure through Roxamore Sports Network. And so for me, the decision was a no-brainer from the standpoint of it elevated the profile of our athletic department, it elevated the profile of our school district, and most importantly, it elevated the profile of our student athletes.
To bring light and a mic to a situation to make a difference. That's what Roxamore has always meant to me.
What surprised me the most about Roxamore is, well, how dedicated it was.
So I'd absolutely recommend Roxamore Sports Network, and why is simply because Roxamore Sports Network is in it for the business of helping kids.
Delivering a sports experience like no other. That makes you say, oh, that's all right. As an old man would once say, that's all right.
Almost ready to start the second half on the Roxamore Sports Network, as this game is tied at 13 apiece. And an update with the halftime score times for everyone else. Right now, Latrobe leading Franklin Regional 40-20, the next team that the Wolverines will face. And meanwhile, Penn Trafford 45, Connellsville nothing. Again, both games are in halftime. We'll give you updates at the end of the quarters. Right now, taking a look at the top of the standings right now, you have Penn Trafford first at 5-2. Next up, Gateway second at 4-3. Latrobe 3-4. Then you have Woodland Hills 2-5, Franklin Regional 2-5, and Connellsville rounding out the back at 0-7. And if Woodland Hills wins this game, that means they have a place at the table for second place, as next week they'll look to take on Latrobe and firmly put themselves into second place in 5A.
So they definitely have an opportunity to control their own destiny and get into the playoffs. So they need to get a couple more victories here, closing out the season to make themselves eligible for the playoffs. And it looks like with this offense, with Pringle at the helm, they could play with pretty much anybody here in the 5A and the Big East. Just a matter if they can continue to drive the ball and move the ball and get out here and close the deal on the Gators' home field to get into that second place position.
Yeah, right now, at least for the Wolverines, right now the plan has to be keep it tight, play their game out there in this situation. As again, their passing game has been unlocked in the last game, and it's continued tonight with Pringle going 5 of 10 for 100 yards. It's just right now limiting mistakes, not getting any of those costly sack fumbles in this situation, because right now the Gators are hounding for that.
So
this game is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. And check out the Season 2 reunion of The Rock Comedy Show tonight at 9 p.m. on Roxamore Media and Entertainment, YouTube, The Rock Comedy Show Facebook page, Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Fire TV. The season may be over, but the fun doesn't stop there. Come see The Rock Comedy Show All-Stars live on October 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20, at the door $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets.
And it looks like we're set for kickoff. The ball goes by Jones, and he picks it up at about the 5-yard line and brings the ball up to about maybe the Wolverines are starting out at about the 15-yard line to start this second half.
Yeah, Jones was just waiting for the ball to roll into the end zone, and it just died at the 1. That's why he had to pick it up, or the Gators could have just walked right into the end zone in that situation.
So the Wolverines are starting out with poor field position here to start this second half. We are in a tie ball game, 13 apiece here in Monroeville, PA. This Big East backyard rivalry game with Gateway Gators versus the Woodland Hills Wolverines. Both of these storied, historic, great traditional programs here in Western Pennsylvania. Sybils takes the ball over the right side, gets ahead for a gain of about 4 yards on the first play. Second down and 6 for the Wolverines.
And that's just a nice job of starting off the half, just getting positive yardage on your first play. And 4 yards, that's well on schedule for the Wolverines.
So we have an injured player down on the field right now. But while we have a moment, we're going to talk about some of the top players that have already played in this rivalry. And right now, in the NFL, we had Justin King for the Gators. We have Marty Ivy. And it looks like we also had Monte Nicholson. Monte also played at Michigan State, my alma mater. Monte is from the area, and this is how close these schools are. I played high school with Monte's uncle, Jay Nicholson, and his dad also went to Woodland Hills. So there's a lot of ties between both schools here. And for the Wolverines, right now they have top players in the pros. Gronkowski, and you know him, played for Tampa Bay. Quentin Jefferson. Quentin is with the Buffalo Bills. Miles Sanders, who is with the Philadelphia Eagles, and Rontez Miles and Lafayette Pitts were the players that were on teams this year from the Wolverines. So this is great, historically rich tradition here in Western Pennsylvania. Two great programs, great brand of football here. If you want to see these guys play, it's a great opportunity to see some great players that can come in and impact your program.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams storied with great players on each side. You were a part of that tradition with Woodland Hills, and it's good to see that Chris Horton for for the Gators. He was the one with the interception towards the end of the half to get up off the field on his own power.
Yeah, big fella's coming off a little gingerly, but it's good to see him get off under his own volition there and get to the sideline. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Wolverines here to start their first drive in the second quarter. All knotted, even game here. And we're set for play. Pringle in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers, stacked position left, 2 wide receivers stacked to the right. Looks like he has Siebels to his left, fakes the ball. Pringle rolls out. He has a little bit of room in front of him, looks for a receiver, tries to dump it off. Looks like to number 3.
It's Edmondson on that play, and that ball just didn't have enough zip in there to get it to Edmondson over top of defender from Gateway in that situation. Sean's got to zip that one in there, especially there. He also had an opportunity to run up the left side, but he chose to pass it in that situation.
Use Edmondson as a blocker and take off running. You know, as he showed his ability to scramble and his elusiveness getting out of the pocket. So we'll see what they come up with here. The 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the Wolverines. Their first drive, trips to the left. Pringle is under center. Takes a snap, hands the ball off up the middle, and it looks like he gets ahead. Siebels gets ahead for a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, not what you wanted to start off this second half for Woodland Hills. You wanted to try to get a couple first downs, get a couple offensive momentum points there, but unfortunately they were stopped up there, and now here comes the punt team.
So the Gators should come out of this first stop with great field position. They have their returner at about the 42-yard line. Deontay Williams is back to punt. He's under pressure, gets a whole leg into it. The ball bounces, takes a Wolverine bounce, and it'll go dead at about the 42-yard line with no return on the play.
Yeah, that's just a great punt by Williams right there. Managed to get them onto the opposite side of the field, not putting them in scoring range to begin a drive, and that's going to be important in this second half for them.
So we'll see what adjustments Coach Bosser made here to try to slow down this Gator offense that was moving the ball pretty much up and down the field at will, but also always stalled when it got to the red zone. So we'll see what Birch has, and if he could get his team on same page and they can put a bunch of points on the board here. So Birch comes out in the shotgun, trips to the right, flanked by his running back, Reynolds. He keeps the ball, and he is pursued and taken down for a gain. Little or no gain on the play there. Brad Pitts on the carry for the Gators.
Yeah, that's just a nice play by the Wolverines converging on that defensive stop.
So that brings up a 2nd down and 9. Birch in the shotgun. Fakes, hands the ball off to his running back over the right side. He makes a couple people miss. Gets up inside and gets ahead. Reynolds to the first down. Gain of about maybe 8-9 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's just a great job of moving the chains by Gateway, as the rain looks like it's about to come down a little bit here, and as you can see up in the lights right now. So if you're here at the stadium, hope you're under cover.
Yeah, we weren't expecting any rain till after midnight, but it looks like it's arrived early. Birch in a shotgun hands the ball off to his running back again. Reynolds over the right side. He runs into a truck, goes out of bounds there. Looks like Deontay Williams, a little extracurricular activity there. Young men are excited to be playing against each other.
I think you like that situation no matter what, either on both sides. You just want to hit someone right now. It's a rivalry game. This is what you want.
Yeah, I think that was I'm not sure on that tackle. I think it was Jenkins on the tackle, Stephen Jenkins. So that was a great job by the young man standing up Reynolds as he had a head of steam going around the corner and holding him to a minimal gain of 2 yards on the play.
Good to see Jenkins back in the lineup. He had an interception against McKeesport all the way back in week 1.
Birch in a shotgun fakes it, throws the ball over the middle to his receiver, hits number 4 on a little slant pattern to body, and that's going to be ahead for a first down for the Gators.
That's just how Gateway wants to attack. Short passes in space, make their players make plays in that situation. Body is one of those players that can make plays.
So the Gators go to a no huddle as they muddle around the line of scrimmage. Birch gives his team a signal. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers left. He looks left. He's under pressure. Throws the ball up in the air, and it hangs up there, and it comes down to his receiver. As that ball hung up in the air for it seemed like forever, but it was complete to his receiver and out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that's just a rainbow ball by Brad Birch to Brett Birch in that situation. That's one of those throws you want to see in person.
Looks like the Wolverines had an opportunity to make a play on that, and they did not get it. And it looks like Reynolds goes over the left side out of the shotgun handoff and takes it in for a touchdown to put the Gators up right now ahead, 19-13.
Yeah, that's just a good first drive out of the break for the Gators in that situation. As they were able to move at will again, and the last time they attempted this, unfortunately, it was intercepted. And it was a great play by Deontay Williams, but this time they were able to complete that drive there.
Extra point is down and up, and it's good for the Gators to give the Gators a 20-13 lead here with 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
So once again, a good first drive for Gateway here, and we'll see what the Wolverines can do in a situation. They've been able to have answers tonight, and that's the important thing as they move on into these later weeks for them. Answer back whenever the defense falls down.
Yeah, it looks like the Gator worked out their issues in the red zone as they were able to complete that drive and get the ball to their running back, take it off the left side, their workhorse, and he takes it in for a touchdown to put them ahead 20-13 over the Wolverines here. So we'll see what answer Mr. Pringle has for the Gators here when the Wolverines get the ball back here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're going to need an answer in this situation. Gateway's offense, of course, they've had wins that have come with them scoring 40-plus points. You want to stop the bleeding, and you want to also go back and get those points back yourself.
So we are just about set for the kick. The kick is off, and the ball goes in to the end zone. The Wolverines will come out 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
And just want to give a quick rest in peace to James Haberfield. He spent 20-plus years in the Woodland Hills School District, and once again, our condolences to his family, and we hope all the best.
Yes, rest in peace, sir. Thank you for your service to these young people. Wolverines come out, ball on the 20-yard line. Handoff over the right side. Jones gets ahead for a gain of about 3 yards on the play for the Wolverines.
So we got to see what the Wolverines can do in this situation because, again, they still have their entire offense right in front of them.
So I like to see the Wolverines come out here and keep the ball in the hand of Pringle, let him do some distributing, get the ball to his receivers because he has a plethora of weapons there at receiver. And looks like Wolverines come out in shotgun, hand the ball to Deontay Williams coming around the corner, it looks like. And he gets ahead for a gain of about 5 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a third down and about 1 yard on the play.
It looks like it's Williams right now who's down on the play.
So it doesn't look like he's real bad off. He may be cramping or something. But nonetheless, we have a timeout right now on the play.
Right now, it looks like they'll try to take care of the situation with Deontay Williams, and
looks like they're stretching him out, so it's probably a cramp. Doesn't look like he was sitting up, so probably just a cramp here. Got to stretch out a little
on
more.
his leg right now, actually.
Right. So once again, we are here, Monroeville, Antamarino Stadium, Gateway Senior High School, backyard rivalry, Woodland Hills versus Gateway, here in a Big East backyard rivalry matchup here. It's both these historic programs. George Novak was a longtime coach for the Wolverines, and also had Coach Terry Smith, who was a longtime coach for the Gators. Built He's now moved on to Penn State. His family was here in that district. His brother Harvey Smith and all of the Smith family. Father was here as a controller, I believe. Deep roots here in the Monroeville Gateway School District. Good luck to Coach Smith up there at Penn State with the Lions, except for when they play against the Spartans.
Oh, absolutely.
Once again, you know, there's a lot of connections here, as Miles Sanders went to Penn State but came from Woodland Hills. So there's a lot of connection between both of these programs. As we are now set for play, Pringle takes the ball in a quarterback sneak, and he gets ahead. Looks like he's going to be close to the first down. It just depends on the spot here. I'm not sure that they're going to give it to him. Look like they may have marked it just a little bit short here.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do with a quarterback like Pringle. You just let him fight for that inch in that situation, and they say he does have the first down.
So it's a first down for the Gators, for the Wolverines here, and their second drive in the second half. First drive stalled, couldn't really get a good rhythm, but looks like they got their first down here on this second drive. Pringle comes out in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers right, fakes the ball, takes off up the middle, and is hit hard by the Gators and taken down for a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's just sometimes the situations on these read options. Don't make the right read, and they will just stop you right in the backfield.
So that's going to bring up a second down and 11 for the Wolverines here. Ball placed at about the 31-yard line. Well, he got to move this thing. And Pringle rolls to his right. Looks like he has a in front of him, throws the ball to his intended receiver. Brings up a third down for the Wolverines.
So right now we'll see what the Wolverines can do in this situation. 3rd and 11.
Third down and 11 here for the Wolverines. It's a critical time as they are trailing by 7 points right now.
So they go shotgun, trips to the right, one receiver down low.
Pringle's back to pass, has a receiver. Deontay Williams catches the ball and is ahead for a first down for the Wolverines.
And that's just a great play there by the Wolverines. Williams on the quick read there from Pringle.
First down and 10 for the Wolverines at their 45. So Pringle is under center here. Looks like Jones in the backfield. Hands the ball off. We have a penalty flag on the play. Looks like we had the Wolverines that may not have been set, but we'll let the referee sort that one out. That will be an illegal shift by the Wolverines. That'll back them up. That'll back them up by 5 yards. That's going to make it a first down and 15 and take it back to about the 40-yard line. The Wolverines need to come out with a big answer here to answer that Gator drive and to get this game back to even. Pringle's in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to both sides. Pringle's under a little pressure. Runs, throws the ball to the right side, completes the pass. Looks like Edmondson on a reception for a gain of about 7 yards on the play.
Just a nice job by Pringle there, rolling out to the right and throwing it low to Edmondson, who makes the catch there, and he stopped up.
So it looks like trips to the left. Pringle in the shotgun, fakes the ball, keeps it, design run. He's up the sideline. Big fella, the tank is rolling over a couple players, takes a couple Gators down to about the 37-yard line for a first down for the Wolverines.
Yeah, just let the big fella run in that situation. He's hard to stop there. Fakes on the read, and just a nice job of getting up into open space right there. That's hard to tackle. Went right through one guy for the Gators.
So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines here with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Jashawn Pringle at quarterback, trips to his left, hands the ball off to Jones over the middle. He breaks a tackle, bounces off to the left side, and is taken down for a loss of about 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a second down and about 12 to 13 yards to go.
Actually, they say only a 1 yard loss in that play, but again, nice pursuit by the Gators in that situation as he bounced left, and they were right with him there.
Yeah, that's every bit of 12 yards, but if they want to call it 11, we'll go with 11 here. So the Wolverines are going to have to hurry. They're in the huddle. Play clock is running down. It's at about 7. Pringle runs his players to the line of scrimmage, calls for the snap, looks to the right, rolls out. He's under pressure. Ball comes loose, and it's out, and a referee's call a incomplete pass. The Wolverines may have caught a break on that one because it definitely looked like a fumble there, Ty.
Yeah, that's just a situation right now with Pringle where he just has to cut his losses. He's trying to make the play when he should just make the smart play.
So it looks like the Wolverines will be up with a third down and a long 11 or a short 12, depending on how the press box announcer sees it. But we have a little bit of rain coming down here right now as the precipitation is starting to come down a little harder. Pringle's in the shotgun. He rolls to his right, looks for a receiver. He eludes the defender, takes off, breaks through a couple tackles. He has a little room. He's up the middle and ahead for a first down by Jashawn the Tank Pringle.
Abrams Tank Ferrari engine on that play. Pringle, it looked like he was going to be caught in the backfield. One Gator was hanging on, chomping to the back of his jersey as he managed to shake him off and shake a few all the way up there. That's a play that could get them in the end zone.
Twinkle Toes Pringle looks like a tank, but has the engine of a Ferrari. Great job by that young man. Great effort to elude the defenders and get ahead for the first down for the Wolverines. And that brings up first down. Hands the ball off on a jet sweep. Looks like Deontay Williams, the situation, gets ahead, gets forward, close to another first down for the Wolverines.
And right now, I think that jet sweep is really their red zone package right now, because that's when they seem to open it up right there. Williams again on the jet sweep, creating havoc against this Gators defense.
So it looks like we have a quarterback change here for the Wolverines.
That's Austin Wells. He's the second quarterback listed in the depth chart, even though he would probably be the third quarterback in rotation.
Austin Wells is in at quarterback.
You'll see a ton of him next year. He's only a junior.
The Wolverines drive the ball downfield, try to tie this game up with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Austin Wells at quarterback, flanked by Jones to his left. 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers right. Fakes the handoff to Jones, rolls out, throws the ball, has a receiver in the corner of the end zone, and it looks like a touchdown.
Oh, baby, that's how you go up and get it. Luke Callaway fought away from his defenders and went up for that ball, just swiped it out of the air. And earlier, Callaway had an opportunity on a play like that, and it was a nice defensive play there, or actually it was Williams. But this time, the Wolverines will not be denied. A great play by Luke Callaway.
So that was a great pass by Austin Wells. He was very patient while Callaway made his move. It looks like he had a corner route, and the ball was perfectly thrown, and he goes up and gets the ball. But the Wolverines come out, and they're a 2-point conversion. I'm not sure, going for 2 here, and they are down by 1. Shotgun formation, looks back for the pass, takes off up the middle, throws the ball to his line. Looks like big fella goes in. 2-point conversion. I'm not sure who that was to, but it looked like a lineman.
Tyree Young Grimes, it looks like. That's number 51, I believe, that went in there and scored. But actually, there is a flag. I believe that will be an eligible man downfield.
So I don't think that Grimes was an eligible receiver.
Or Tamir Sally. I'm trying to see the replay here.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he was an eligible receiver, but it looks like Austin Wells was in trouble when he tried to flip the ball off to his teammate, and I'm not sure that he was even eligible, but he nevertheless caught the ball and ran it in for the 2-point conversion, and we'll see if it stands here, ladies and gentlemen. 2-point conversion will stand.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's good as the Wolverines get a 2-point conversion on an odd play there, but they take the lead here, 21-20.
That's just a fight to the last second by Wells in that situation. You can't really say much else there, and a brilliant play by the Wolverine player there. As I was trying to look at the scoreboard to see what that was, but regardless, any way you cut it, the Wolverines have a 1-point lead.
So here with 1 minute and 53 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter, the Wolverines, led by Jashawn Pringle, the tank, gets the team downfield. Mr. Pringle comes out the game, and I hope he's okay. Looks like he's walking over on that sideline, and it looks like next quarterback gets in, Austin Wells, and leads him to the touchdown and an extra point, 2-point conversion to take the lead.
Well, that touchdown was brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. And really, Austin Wells just took a sting out of the Gators defense in that situation. That's just heady play right there. He put it to the open man, and Wolverines up 1.
Yeah, Austin Wells gets in the game and steps on the head of the Gator and closes his mouth and puts his team ahead for a 21-20 game. So it's a squib kick by Diafuka, picked up by the Gators, goes up the right sideline, number 7 for the Gators, Brett Birch, with a great return by that young man.
I don't think that was a squib kick by design. Diafuka blew a tire there as he was going to kick the ball there, and he came up grimacing at that leg a little bit.
So it looks like the rain is coming down pretty hard here. So we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, what happens on this series. The Wolverines are able to stem the tide and slow down this high-powered offense of the Gateway Gators.
Yeah, stick with us. Only 1:46 left in this period as we're about to go to the fourth quarter.
So Birch fakes the ball to his running back, keeps it, goes up the right sideline, loses a defender, and gets ahead for a first down. Great run by Brad Birch on that play.
Yeah, that's the play that he can make with his feet. You have to watch him each way.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are Friday night under the lights. live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Craig Thomas along with Ty Polk, backyard rivalry, Woodland Hills versus Gateway. Here, revive Big East matchup. Birch keeps the ball again. He's being pursued. He throws the ball away as he is in the grass, but they call it incomplete.
Yeah, that was Cruz McMillan. Good to see you back, Cruz, there as he forced Birch to make a throw there that I don't think he wanted to do in that situation.
Yeah, Cruz is a big guy, though, 6'5", 191 pounds, and he used all of that 6'5" to reach out and lay hands on Mr. Birch on that one to put a little pressure on him.
Yeah, Cruz, we'll see him whenever basketball season comes around right there.
So that brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Gators. Birch fakes the ball. He pulls it down, takes it off over the right side, and he gets ahead for a gain of about 12 yards on the play and a 1st down for the Gators. 1st down for the Gators.
Yeah, right now that's a good stop by Siebels there.
So, once again, you know, we have a player for the Wolverines, number 15, Angelo Reddick, that's out. Angelo had a big impact last game playing defense and offense, scoring 2 touchdowns, and I'm sure they miss him on the defensive side of the ball. But the ball is handed off to Reynolds over the right side. Played well by the Wolverines as they keep them to no gain on a play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Gators as they are now in Wolverine territory. So we are set for play here, 2nd down. The Gators in shotgun. Birch back to pass. He looks left, throws the ball, has a receiver open, and he throws it to his back shoulder. Ball's complete. 1st down for a Gator 1st down.
And don't let the clock wind down from there as they only have 0.3 left there. So that will end the 3rd period of play. And it's the Wolverines 21 and the Gators 20. We'll be right back with 4th quarter action on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Woodland Hills on the Roxamore Sports Network. 1st and 10, handoff to Reynolds. Left side as they'll fight into a pile there and pick up around 4 or 5.
Yeah, great job by Reynolds. He's been a workhorse tonight for the Gators. He's been doing all of their heavy carrying on the ground along with Birch. So that brings up a 2nd down and 6 for the Gators. Here early in the 4th quarter, great matchup, 5A football. The Beast of the East here. Woodland Hills versus Gateway. Backyard rivalry. Birch in a shotgun. Looks like a screen pass, and he throws it to his receiver. Bubble screen. Completes it ahead for a 1st down to Harper on the play. So it looks like with 11 minutes and 15 seconds left to go on the clock, the Gators are driving to try to take the lead back. Hand the ball to Reynolds up the middle, bounces it off to the left side, and is met at about the maybe about the 4-yard line by a host of Wolverines there. Going to bring up a second down and goal for the Gators. So once again, both teams have been able to move the ball up and down the field, and we'll see who can, maybe whichever team has the ball last will win this game.
Basically the water's making him mess up.
So Birch hands the ball off to Reynolds over the right side, and he is taken down hard by number 4, Eris Siebels on the defensive side. Great play by Siebels on the play. As Siebels has his pink tights on as well. A lot of the young men are wearing their pink tights in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October. Also, domestic violence awareness. So make sure that you are aware of it. Early detection for cancer. No one should go through cancer alone. And if you see something as far as domestic violence, please intervene if possible or get the authorities. And it looks like Birch fakes the ball and throws a little pass over the middle into the end zone for a touchdown to put the Gators ahead on the board.
Well, that's what we're going to see all night here. It's answers back and forth on the read. On the read there, a nice play over the middle, catch made, and a touchdown. Gators back ahead.
So the Gators take a timeout here as they decide what they want to do. As they have right now 5-point lead. Do they want to go for 2 or they want to kick the extra point? So they'll decide here as their coach takes a timeout. Coach Don Hall for the Gators decides what he wants to do here, because he's had building a good program out here as well. Once again, restoring the greatness to the Gators, as is Tim Boster trying to do the same for the Wolverines. But it's just great to see these two teams playing once again, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you hear Gateway versus Woodland Hills, you know you're in for a showdown, and not off the menu tonight at all.
So stay tuned for a great, fantastic finish here on the Roxamore Sports Network. The Gators come out as they look like they're going for 2. Birch in a shotgun formation, and he is hit down, taken hard. It looks like the Wolverines turn it around, turn down the Gators. Looks like for the Wolverines, it looks like that was number 21, Noah Hutcherson. It looks like on that play as he came off the edge untouched and takes down the quarterback, Birch, for the loss and turns away that 2-point conversion. So it's a 5-point lead here early in the fourth quarter, 9 minutes and 52 seconds left.
This game is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley. Where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment.
So once again, the rain is coming down here. The Gators just drove the field and took the lead by 5-point, 2-point conversion is no good for the Gators. And it looks like the Wolverines have an opportunity here to answer. We are set for kickoff. Great kick deep, taken by Jones at about the 5-yard line up the left side. He has blockers in front of him, gets up the sideline, and he steps out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, close to the 30-yard line. Looks like he had a little bit of room in front of him. If he could have put that left foot in the ground and got up the sideline. We do have an injured player for the Gators down on the field. So once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here the Roxamore Sports Network.
Yeah, and just a reminder, the season for the Rock Comedy Show Season 2 may be over, but the fun doesn't stop there. Come see the Rock Comedy Show All-Stars Live, October 23rd at Rocks Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20. At the door, it's $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a good night out, great laugh, great jokes, great showcase of talent. So if you get an opportunity, come on out, join us, the Rock Comedy Show. So once again, we are doing well here. Looks like the rain is subsiding a little bit here, but we'll see what the Wolverines can do here to come out and try to go ahead for this lead. Both of these offenses are clicking on all cylinders. It's going to be whichever team can come out with a big play that may come out of this game with a victory.
We'll see if it's Woodland Hills here as they start.
Mr. Pringle is back in the backfield again. Shotgun formation, little pistol, hands the ball off. Looks like the Siebel's over the left side who gets ahead for a gain of about 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, for the Wolverines right now, they really have to get these points right now. Gateway has an opportunity to, at the very least, run this knockout. It's now turning into a sloppy, nasty game as the rain comes down right in front of us right now. Again, the Wolverines still have the opportunity to use their entire playbook in this situation. They can run or pass.
Yeah, I'd like to see Pringle get the ball deep to one of these big play receivers and let them run away. As the Gators show a little pressure up the middle, Pringle throws the ball, and he just throws it away. It looks like he was trying to set up a screen pass, but the pass is considered incomplete. That's going to bring up a third down for the Wolverines.
Yes, you could view it as setting up a screen pass. You could view it as just taking the ball and just going, all right, we have another down in this situation. And that really was the difference in a few plays with Pringle in this game. That interception to Horton.
So we have a very, 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 very late flag on the play. I'm not sure what the call is going to be, but it may be intentional grounding, but that flag was like almost into the next play. It is intentional grounding on the Wolverines. Lost it down. So that's going to bring up a third down for the Wolverines. A third down and looks like 25 for the Wolverines. Third down and 25. This is going to take a big play by Pringle here. Comes out with trips to the left. He rolls to his right. Trips right. Looks like he throws the ball. And the ball is tipped by the receiver. Looks like the Gators come away with the interception as Pringle throws the ball up, intended for his receiver, number 8, Devon McClinton. Turnover by Pringle here, giving the Gators great field position.
Yeah, just throwing that one into double coverage, trying to make a play, rolling to his right in that situation. And again, it looked like McClinton had it for a second, but then it got tipped up in the air, and Heller came down with it despite the attempt to jar it free by McClinton later. And now the Gators have an opportunity to add to this lead.
So the Gators are on the hunt right now. They are leading by 5 with great field position. Woodland Hills takes a timeout. Sudden change of possession here. I think they want to get on the same page and figure out what they need to do to slow down this Gator offense. Well, one thing I can see, partner, they need to do, make sure you have assignment football and make sure you tackle the quarterback on every play. So I would be going after Mr. Birch, making sure that we tackle him on every play, and also Jaquan Reynolds. Those are two people that we would make sure we would tackle on every play.
Yeah, Birch has been able to make runs out there from the left or right side, and really that's just made it a little bit difficult for the Wolverines to stop him in situations. But you definitely have to say that you're going for the ball. It's not just assignment football, it's also just trying to jar it free. And right now, you take a look at the standings right now. It's Penn Trafford in first place. In second is Gateway. Third place is Latrobe. In fourth place is the Wolverines, and in fifth place is Franklin Regional, and rounding out the back is Connellsville. Right now, if Woodland Hills loses, they will stay in that fourth place spot, as right now Franklin Regional on last check was down in their game.
This is a battle for second place if the Wolverines want to show up to the party, but looks like they hand the ball off to their runner back. Reynolds over the left side gets ahead for about an 8-yard gain on the play. So we know that the Gators have not deviated from their game plan. Birch and Reynolds have been the primary ball carriers for today. I will be trying to take both of those guys out of the game.
Yeah, that's one thing they need to do right now in this situation, as it goes out the body.
Body is up the sideline, makes a couple people miss, and goes in for the touchdown.
And that's not what they needed in this situation. And right now, just a swing pass out to their wide receiver. Body, he's going to Cincinnati for a reason. He makes plays in that situation, as he managed to get a couple blocks out in front there. Wolverines tried to catch him, and then once he got to the goal line, he just made a couple slippery moves there. He smelt the chalk, and he comes in for the score.
Great play by Body, 6'2", 184-pound receiver. Once again, going to college and is going to make an impact on the team once he gets there. Kick is up and good, giving the Gateway Gators a 33-21 lead with 8 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. The Wolverines are in a pressure situation right now. They're going to have to make some big plays to get back in this game.
Yeah, pressure cooker is on high right now for the Wolverines.
So the Wolverines have the ability with Pringle at quarterback to make big strikes and make big plays quick, but they're going to need a score here. They're going to need a big play on their defense to keep to hold this Gator offense down and keep them from scoring any more points for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, don't go away, folks, because this Wolverine offense, when it's at its best, is still quick striking as always.
So once again, Friday night under the lights here, Monroeville, PA, Antamarino Stadium, Gateway Senior High School, backyard rivalry. My partner, Ty Polk. So, partner, we've seen some great football here, mostly offensively. Great plays on the offensive side. Not a whole lot of defense, but great plays offensively here by both teams.
And this kick just makes it out of bounds.
So the Wolverines are going to get the benefit of the kick going out of bounds, get great starting field position here, and we'll see if they can capitalize on this great field position.
And just to talk about the Woodland Hills defense, in the early part of the season, they gave up no more than 2 touchdowns. Since coming back from that forfeited game, they've given up at least 3 touchdowns in their last 3 games.
Well, one of the things I wanted to highlight that you had Angelo Reddick, who's out from last week, and that guy was making plays on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball, so I'm sure he's being missed. But the Wolverines come out with 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Pringle rolls out to his left, to his right, runs up the sideline, has a penalty on the play, interception, and it looks like the Gators are trying to take it to the house, and it's up the sideline, in for the touchdown. So we have a whole lot to sort out on the play. We have a flag on the play, a touchdown, a couple flags on the play, so we'll sort that one out here, ladies and gentlemen, as the Gators try to blow this one wide open.
That flag looked like it was in the backfield. It might be holding.
So the first one was holding. The second one looked like it might have been a block in the back by the Gators. And nonetheless, it was a touchdown that was taken in by the Gators. Like number 4, Patrick Body, showing his defensive skills, taking it to the house as he is a receiver. So he made a good play on that ball and took it back to the house.
Yeah, it's expected that it'll be a defensive back at the next level with Cincinnati, and as we can see tonight, the Big 12 is going to have some problems with him.
Yeah, it looks like he might be a two-way guy. He might be able to go both ways, play a little receiver and play some defensive back on there. So we'll see how they utilize them up in Cincinnati, as they're doing well this year as well too. Good program.
Right now, a meeting of the minds with the referees right now.
Yeah, they're trying to sort this all out and figure out, what happened when and where the ball should be placed. But Pittsburgh is just a great football city, so if you get a chance, get out and support your local teams. Log on to Roxamore Sports. We have a penalty on the offense. Holding is declined. Blocking the back on the Gators. Late hit, out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Gators. Turnover for the Wolverines. Tough sledding here for the rest of this way with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, this really just means right.
No, they'll be taking that touchdown off the board. Be Gators ball, 1st down and 10 on about, looks like they're going to put them at about the 30-yard line, 35-yard line. So we said the referees had a lot to sort out, but great interception by Body. But the Gators are set for play at about the 34-yard line. So once again, we know the big tradition here is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Pittsburgh is a football city. So these guys are living in great tradition. Get out, hands the ball off over the right side. The Wolverines are ready for that run. And looks like a loss on the play.
Yeah, right now it's a race against time for the Wolverines. If it wasn't trying to paw for the ball before, you're just basically hounding it at all costs right here.
Absolutely. The score right now, 33-21. The Wolverines are trailing the Gators. And the clock is right now winding down in the favor of the Gators, as we are just about at the 7-minute mark. Birch in the shotgun formation hands the ball off. Wolverines in the backfield again for a loss. Takes Reno down for a loss of about 4 yards on the play, bringing up a 3rd down and 15.
You're just hoping that right now the Wolverines defense is not too little too late. You hope that these stops eventually matter right now, but we're approaching 6.5 minutes. Time once again a factor.
So the Wolverines are going to have to get a stop here if they have any hope of getting back in this game. Birch in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, fakes the ball, throws the ball deep. Looks like the ball could have been intercepted. Number 12 had an opportunity to intercept the ball, Stephen Jenkins, but he fell down.
It was Lewis coming in right on Birch as he was hit as he threw there in. Steve Jenkins, you got to have that one, and he's kicking himself right now on the field.
But the Wolverines, to their benefit, stopped the clock with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Should get the ball back in pretty good field position. Going to have to go in a hurry to get points on the board, as they're going to need 2 scores, 2 touchdowns to get back in this.
Yeah, but right now, Brandon Jones back there in favorable position for a return right now.
We'll see if the Wolverines go after this punt at all and try to block it. Maybe they can get even shorter field and get in there and get this score and tighten this game up. So it's a 5-yard penalty. That's going to back the Gators up 5 more yards. They're going to be punting almost out of about the 10-yard line. So the Wolverines should come out of this with excellent field position to try to get back in this game. Good punt. Jones comes up, takes it at about the 42, gets through the first wave of defenders and gets the ball up to about the 48-yard line, where the Wolverines will take over for a 1st down.
Oh, that's what you want in that situation. Get the ball at midfield, get your offense in a favorable position right now with 6:16 remaining. Right now, I don't know if it's going to the end zone right now, but I think at least having a little urgency out here, but still remain calm. A touchdown here, another 2-point conversion. It's only making it a 4-point ball game, so there's time for the Wolverines.
So the Gators have come up with something in the second half. They haven't allowed much separation from the receivers, put a little pressure on Pringle, and so we'll see what they come up with. Wolverines break the huddle with trips to the field, shotgun formation. Pringle looks, throws the ball over the middle, has a receiver ahead for a first down.
That's a nice play. There's his connection right now between Edmondson and Pringle right now. Edmondson was the first long play, and of course, really right now for the Wolverines, anyone out there that can make a play, anyone, and I mean anyone, they need to step up right now.
So the Wolverines in kind of a slow huddle here get to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 on about the 39-yard line. Pringle in the shotgun formation, flanked by Jones to his left, trips to the field, hands the ball off to Jones up the middle, takes the ball ahead for a gain of about 4 yards on the play. So that run was just basically to keep the defense honest, but the Wolverines have to go as we are nearing that 5-minute mark. They're going to need 2 scores here, 2 touchdowns to get back in this game.
Yeah, it absolutely is go time for them right now. Now you're just looking for your big play threats. You got to look to Callaway. You got to look to Williams. You got to look to Edmondson. And right now, you look down, you see Mary Brown out there for the Wolverines as well.
Looks like a wheelwright, and he had Jones going up the sideline wide open. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7 for the Wolverines as they are in 4-yard territory.
That's something that you got to have right there if you're Seables. That's a crucial catch right there on that wheel route. Pringle's looking the entire way. He has grass right in front of him. Or excuse me, that's Jones actually. He's got to have that one.
Yeah, so the Wolverines come out, trips to the field, 2 wide receivers. Pringle's in the shotgun formation, throws a screen, picked off, anticipated. He will go all the way. Nobody will touch that man. He runs to the end zone, keeps going all the way to Cincinnati for the touchdown for the Gators.
Yeah, and this time no flags, no problems for the Gators. Patrick Body, have yourself a night there as he just stepped right in front and picked that one off. Taking a look up at the scoreboard, Pringle looking right, fires, and that one a little high and out of the danger zone of Edmondson and into the hands of Body. And that's just that kind of night for the Wolverines.
Absolutely. Body read that the whole way, anticipated it. Looks like Pringle looked over to his right a little long and going to the wide side of the field trying to get the ball on an out pass. Body stepped in front of it, takes it back. Pick 6 to the house. The Gators go ahead 40-21 with 4 minutes and 59 seconds left here in the 4th quarter as they stretch their lead out on the Wolverines.
So right now, you have to wonder what's the plan for the Wolverines right here as, well, I'm sure they're not going to go down without a fight in this situation, but it looks like for all intents and purposes, it looks like Gateway's going to walk away with this one. And this game was brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. And the Wolverines will look to go back to the drawing board as, again, they still need 2 more wins, and they have only 2 more games to get into the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row.
So, yeah, Coach Tim Bosser has the guys playing better. Coming down the stretch here, we made some mistakes here on the offensive side, turning the ball over, unable to get points on the board, and unable to slow down this Gator offense that's been operating on all cylinders and find themselves in a big hole here, 40-21. So it looks like the kick is off. Jones takes the ball up the left side. Looks like he has a host of blockers in front of him. He's down the sideline, 1 or 2 people to beat, and he's gone up the sideline, and he is ahead. I'm not sure about the penalty flag. Why would you make a play down the sideline there when Jones was in for a touchdown?
And that's one way to make up on that missed pass right there that led right to the interception, but we'll see what the flag is first.
Looked like a late flag there, but it looks like the block wasn't even necessary as Jones had already outrun a defender and just had to coast ahead for the touchdown to give the Wolverines a score on that kickoff return. So we have the referees sorting it out. We haven't got the official confirmation yet, but we'll wait on that right now.
It looks like it will be on Woodland Hills.
That's going to take that touchdown off the board for Jones. Great effort by that sophomore running back. Young man is going to be around for a long time, do big things in this program. But great effort. Illegal block in the back, unnecessary play. But the Wolverines had the ball 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's not what you want in this situation. A long run back trying to make up for the misconnection there. And Jones, he was in the clear. And it looks like actually a Gateway player had a block on there.
Looks like Austin Wells is in at quarterback right now for the Wolverines. Takes the ball over the left side on the quarterback keeper and gets ahead for a gain of about 1 or 2 yards on the play. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go on the clock. The Wolverines trailing the Gators 40-21 here in Monroeville. Wells at quarterback, trips to the right, hands the ball off up the middle. Don't think that's going to get it right now. Siebel's off a right tackle, ahead for about 1 or 2 yards.
Yeah, well, really it's looking like all the momentum could have potentially went Woodland Hills' way, though. It was a long climb back, but that's just the kind of things you need there in that situation. A kickoff return for a touchdown and a block in the back negates that, and again, it's just been that kind of night for the Wolverines.
Absolutely. You never know what the possibility would be if you go ahead and get that touchdown, maybe get an onside kick, maybe try to get another quick score. Nonetheless, you find yourself fighting, just trying to get the ball in to the end zone. That's going to bring up a 4th down for Wells as he was off the mark to the receiver. It looked like he had a receiver deep in the end zone on a post that was open, but I'm not sure that Wells saw him. So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Wolverines here. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to go on the clock.
And really, when you look back at it, Gateway 20 points unanswered after that 2-point conversion. You just felt that the momentum was all going to go Woodland Hills' way, and it just did not go after that.
Yeah, second half adjustments, it looks like the Gators made some adjustments, and it looks like the Wolverines didn't make as many. Looked like the pass was incomplete. Gators take over on downs. Wells goes to the end zone. Looks like his receiver ran out of real estate. And the Gators will take over with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to go on the clock here.
Just very unfortunate tonight for the Wolverines. They looked like they had everything going right up 21-20 after that 2-point conversion. And then just from there, it just all went sideways. But they'll look to get back on the schneid next week. Their final home game of the season against Latrobe.
Yeah, it's not that it went so much sideways. It looks like Mr. Body showed up, and he made an impact on this game, put his imprint on the game as he made some plays on the offense and on the defense to make sure his team got out of here with a victory. So right now we have the Gators just taking a little bit of time off the clock, hand the ball to Reynolds, the workhorse. He goes off tackle, gains about 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, right now that's just Gateway's plan right now. Looks like they have it all sewed up, so they're going to try to run the clock. And actually, there's an injured player down on the field for the Wolverines.
So once again,
looks like it's number 21 for the Wolverines, and that is Noah Hutcherson.
So we hope that young man is okay.
And right now I'm just taking a look. Right now the final score Penn Trafford 45, Connellsville 6. So Penn Trafford will remain in first place, and Gateway will follow them up at second right now.
As we are just about set for play here, with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left on the clock here. Illegal procedure against the Gators. Going to back them up 5 yards. But I'm sure Coach Don Hall will take that one, as he was in a hard, tough battle in the first half. Made some adjustments in the second half and was able to get some points here and outscore the Wolverines to get this lead up to 40-21. Bring up a 2nd down and 15 for the Gators. Ball resting at about the 20-yard line. Birch in a shotgun formation. Flanked by Reynolds, his favorite back, hands the ball off. Reynolds heads right, winds the ball back to the left. Met for a short gain by the Wolverines. Maybe even a loss of about 1 yard. So right now we have a stoppage in play. Looks like we have a timeout by the Wolverines.
And of course, tonight's game sponsored by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. Of course, the season may be over, but the fun doesn't stop there. Come see the Rock Comedy Show All-Stars live October 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar, located at 506 Chartiers Avenue in McKees Rocks. Advance tickets are $20. At the door is $25. Call 412-378-8271 to get your advance tickets.
So once again, we'd like to thank you for spending another Friday night, fall Friday night here in Western Pennsylvania, Roxamore Sports Network. We are set for play. The Gators. Birch is back.
That ball
pass is complete.
Yeah, that was Jason Lewis again leveling the defender there as number 2 for the Gators.
He leveled Reynolds there. Good play by Lewis there. That was a great play by that young man. He's had his imprint on this game all night. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Gators with 1 minute and 52 seconds left on the clock. Wolverines attempt to get the ball back here and see if they can make a miracle happen in Monroeville, down by 20, down by 19 points here with a short time left to go on the clock. And the punt is away, taken by number 1, Deontay Williams. Lets it roll, and the ball goes dead at about the 40-yard line.
So right now with this situation for Woodland Hills, it's just all about trying to get some confidence for next week against Latrobe. And this is a Latrobe Wildcats team that's battling out there right now. It looks like they'll go to 4-4 on the season against Franklin Regional by last check.
It looks like Wolverines come in with Austin Wells, as he's getting a little valuable work right now. Opportunity to get in the game and get some playing time in.
Had a touchdown earlier on a jump ball situation to Callaway, so you have to like what you've seen out of him.
Shotgun formation. Snap was a little off. Throws the ball once again on a wheel right to Siebels. Pass was off the mark. Brings up 2nd down for the Wolverines.
Yeah, once again, the wheel route, there's no connection there for the Wolverines. Wells, I think the snap really bothered him, as he had to reach out with his left hand to grab it and then get ready to throw it immediately. So it was timing in that situation.
So we are down to 1 minute and 39 seconds left to go on the clock. The Wolverines trailing the Gators 40-21. Here, Monroeville, Antomarito Stadium, Wells is being pursued throws the ball ahead, and the pass is incomplete. Wells is down. Looks like one of his offensive linemen trying to help him up here to his feet. Not sure that he's, looks like he's injured there.
Yeah, he's laboring right there. The rush came off the left edge right there, and it was just one of those situations in which, well, it's a tough situation for a quarterback in there with someone chasing down on you. That's where you can tear up a leg a little bit right there, as Wells is feeling the brunt of that right now.
So once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us live on the Roxamore Sports Network Friday night under the lights here. Football division, 5A matchup. Gateway versus Woodland Hills, backyard rivalry. It looks like the Gators are pulling away here in the second half, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. But once again, great to see these people, these young players playing again. These kids are around each other. Neighborhoods are 7.9 miles apart each school. And so these kids get to see each other on a regular basis and get bragging rights. And it looks like the Gators are going to get out of here tonight with the bragging rights over the Wolverines for the year.
New quarterback in for the Wolverines.
Hands the ball off to Siebels, who goes over the right side, falls ahead for a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
And the new quarterback in is Thomas Drake, a wide receiver by trade on the listing there. So Wolverines emptying their bench as we approach the final minute of this game.
So early, we've seen a great matchup, partner. Late in the second half, it kind of got away from the Wolverines, but overall, a great brand of football. A lot of good players out there, offensively and defensively. But it looks like the Wolverines have come up a little short today, and the Gators were just a little bit better tonight and getting their plays accomplished and dominating the game with their game plan.
Yeah, it's sometimes when a team gets a little bit of life and a little bit of a chance to pull away, they will. And the Wolverines should walk away from this game with a lot of things they have to be happy about. At least when Pringle was out there slinging it, they were feeling good about themselves. Their offense was rolling, but they'll have to go back to the drawing board once again and try to figure out other ways to get the ball ahead whenever they're down.
So we'd like to thank you once again on this October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Make sure that you go and get screened. Early detection is the key to beating cancer. As we are donning our pink, our scoreboard is showing the pink numbers as well. In recognition of that, we've all been affected by breast cancer or cancer in some sort. Be supportive of someone with breast cancer in this Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a family to help out with someone in there having cancer. And they'll let the time wind down here as we're down to 4 seconds, 3, 2 seconds, and 1, and it's official. Final score, Gateway 40, Woodland Hills 21, and the Woodland Hills Wolverines will drop to 2-6.
So, great brand of football, sir. I look forward to talking with you, I guess, on the post-game show, and we could talk about recapping this game. But overall, great performance by both teams, offensively, defensively, a little lacking, but overall, great game, entertaining game to watch.
Yeah, it's really just a team that managed to shore ahead of the others. And as we'll go right into the Roxamore Sports Network halftime show, I'm Ty Polk. We're with Craig Thomas as the camera is about to turn around right to us. And, well, partner, again, it's just that type of game, really, in which everything seems like it's going right, and then just one play changes the entire game around. It was the interceptions with Patrick Body.
And the post-game show, as we talk about the end of this game, Patrick Body, Mr. Birch, the entire Gateway team played well the second half. They came out. So the TNT, the TMP players of the game for me, and I'm not sure that you agree, we'll take your vote as well, on the Roxamore Sports Network, I would go with Mr. Birch and Mr. Body, as both of those men had great impact on this second half to help propel their team to a victory.
I mean, that's a pretty good right there. I mean, I couldn't agree more. Really, Birch, in terms of leading that offense down the entire way, it was all him, as whenever it came down to the offense, they would just nickel and dime the Wolverines to death, and really the rest of the business was done by Patrick Body, who also had a receiving touchdown to go with his interception return for a touchdown. One that officially counted. He had a second one, but that was negated due to penalty. So yes, I agree. Patrick Body, Bradley Birch, the players of the game.
Absolutely. So we'd like to thank you for joining us here tonight. Great night for football. Once again, we'd like to thank our CEO and our boss, Leon Rockymore. 15 years. Congratulations, sir. 15 years in business. Happy Bosses Day. Great production tonight. Here, 5A Big East football matchup. Woodland Hills falls to Gateway 40-21 here in the Big East Conference.
Absolutely, and Woodland Hills will drop to 2-5. Meanwhile, the Gators will advance to 5-3 and remain in second place. Right now, we're just taking a look at it right now. Penn Trafford just won against Connellsville, so they stay in first place. They are now 6-2. Again, Gateway 5-3, and we're still waiting for Latrobe's final score, but they were ahead against Franklin Regional. That would take them to 4-4. Of course, the Wolverines would drop to 2-6, and also the Panthers would drop to 2-6, and Connellsville will go to 0-8 on the season. And the next game on the docket for the Wolverines, they'll take on the Latrobe Wildcats, as they'll look to search for another victory to get into the playoffs. Right now, they still need 2, and we're coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. And as always, all rights are reserved to the CEO and executive producer, Leon Rockymore. For more information, head to roxmoresports.com. Replays of this broadcast are available online and on demand from YouTube, Facebook, Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Fire TV. And once again, our final score from Anti-Marino Stadium in Monroeville, it's Gateway 40, Woodland Hills 21. You can see the replay of the Rock Comedy Show reunion at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. And now, for my broadcast partner, Craig Thomas, I'm Ty Polk, wishing you, along with the rest of the Roxamore Sports Network crew, a good night from Monroeville.